to my show. I did change my background back to the original beautiful, gorgeous tree. I'm thinking about doing some kind of background giveaway. So I want to say hi to you guys. I want to talk to you all for a minute, and then I'm going to bring in who you're really here to see, Mr. Ghostdragonzw. So let's get this party started. We are live. Ann Palmer, Eris, what's up? Lotus Girl, my soul sister from another Mr. Crowley, hi. I hope your week's going well as well. Jennifer Bowman, you are so not late. We start between 7:15, 7:25. Like, we're really chillax here. It really depends on when my husband gets home from work. Davy Jones Locker, Ghost Dragons, fancy meeting you here. Stephen Shaw, hi. I'm so happy you made it. Yay. Very cool. Vixen Joe. Stephen Shaw is our Miss Casey's brother, and he is a genuine gem, just a sweetheart. And Edna, hi. See you guys in 10. Melissa Nicole, hello, my Oracle goddess. Yes, that is I. That is I. Okay, so I think that's everyone for now. Do me a favor, guys, and share this with your friends. Before I bring in Mr. Stephen Lee, I want to talk to you guys. Monica, Mermaid, yes, I thought you were mad at me because you weren't here the past 2 weeks. I told Ghost Dragons, I'm like, can you see if she's mad at me for something? I kind of stalked her Facebook page and made all these crazy pictures. Mike Roberts, Chris Jarvis, what is up? So as most of you that are in here already know, and I'll probably mention it one more time briefly towards the end, I'm working on donations here, guys. I had some major Patreon issues where I lost 5 people. Yeah, Mike, don't share anything while you're driving. So my first book, Missing the Faith Theory, if you guys don't have it, if you want a signed copy, hit me up through email, or if you have my phone number, text me and I will get that to you. My first ever book, I designed the cover, I wrote the back, the synopsis. But last Thursday, as a lot of you know already, Encounters with Evil, 101 True and Terrifying Stories is out, and it was a bestseller. By the end of the day, it was released. I also designed the cover for this and wrote the synopsis on the back. So I am really excited about this book. It's twice the size of the other one. That's because there was a lot more, because I put true stories, and I'm blown away at the positive response to this book. So if you don't have Missing the Faith Theory and or Encounters with Evil, please email or text me and I will get you a signed copy, or you can just order them on Amazon. I believe Missing the Faith Theory is $14.99 and Encounters with Evil is $15.99, and it's also available on Kindle Unlimited for $4.99 and $5.99. Yes, Monica, thank you. I'm getting there. I just announced that I have become a best-selling author this week, but I'm getting to the predictions. Don't worry, girl. I got you. Don't need a reading, going to bed early. Donna Messenger is celebrating 10 years of sobriety today. And Edna, thank you. Thank you, guys. Don't do yours for a bit. Mike, Dragon sees it. I'm going to bring him in now. So yeah. Oh, I have this new thing. It's super chat, super stickers, and now it's super thanks, and they're enabled. I don't know what it is, but it's a way to donate, like super chat and super stickers, and also obviously my PayPal and my Cash App. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Paradox Fossil, Cisco Chance, what is up? Let's bring him in, the man of the hour. Thank you guys. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everybody.
Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Hold on, I'm verifying stuff here. Like a good man. I'm all caboodled here. Can everybody hear me okay?
You're good. Good. Let me grab my smart water.
You're fine. I am doing my thing, trying to get ready here.
So Smart Water has a new flavor, passion fruit mango, but I'm not big on mango flavor. I don't like mango. And this one, black currants and blueberry extract with zinc. It's really good, guys. I love the flavored Smart Water because it has just a teeny tiny smidget of taste, and it's awesome. If you guys can't donate, that's not a big deal. It's not mandatory. That's why I do these, because when people get personal readings, they pay for them. And some people can't do that. You know, the economy's rough, and I totally understand. Mike, you will make it that long. But I just put it out there so that people do remember, because sometimes people will be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of it. There you go. Crowley, I already said hi to you. I said, I hope your
Paradox
is going well. Dango mangoes have to be overripe. I never tried an overripe mango. Ghost Dragon starting it off with the super chat and stickers. So let's get started. I have 2 new decks. One of them I will say 100 different ways and not get it right. First, we have the gift from Mike here, which is Ancestor Spirit. And
I like that deck.
What an amazing deck. And De La Nuit Oracle, which is a darker spin on some of our favorite classic fairy tales. So who's first? Ann Palmer, I believe.
Yes, you got it nailed.
All right, Ann. And I'm actually going to use the Whispers of Love Oracle for you. That is calling to me. Nicole, hi. Nicole, we'll give you a reading soon, so you can get one before you have to leave. Yes, David Jones Locker, absolutely. Yes, Crowley, concentrate on driving, please. We need our Crowley. Stephen, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate you. I spoke to your sister today, and I told her I just adore you. You're just adorable. You've become a fast friend, just like so many others on here. And I appreciate you guys so much. Just the showing up, you know what I mean? Ooh, we're at my favorite number 23. Party. Let's do Nicole in the next 2 or 3, maybe after Lotus, because she's got to go.
I got it marked.
I should have known. You got this. You got this. And you look very handsome, by the way. I love when you wear your tie for us. All right, Ann Palmer.
I'm waiting with it because it's a nice one.
What?
I got a new one. I got a new one, but I'm waiting to wear it.
One day we're gonna like match, and I'll wear like a dress or like a blouse, and you can, and we'll have like dress up night. I wanted to have like pajama party night and stuff like that, but because I don't have guests, like I won't be able to see if you guys are really in your jammies. Like I don't know. Okay, Ann Palmer, you got do something for someone. Give your attention to another, and it's card number 41. When you do something kind for someone, you create an opportunity for your relationship to be re-energized. How can you be considerate towards someone today? Insignificant things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be when you are consistently doing kind and loving things for others. Do something for someone. It does not need to be someone you are close to or that you see every day. You might choose to do something for someone you don't even know. Just choose someone and do something nice for them. There are so many ways to act with kindness. Open a door for someone who has their arms full. Greet everyone you see. Never underestimate the power of a smile or a positive attitude. Put extra change in a parking meter. That's illegal in New Jersey, by the way. It doesn't take much to change someone's day. Nature's child lovingly pets a rabbit while other animals gather around. Rabbits are a signifier of compassion. They remind you to look inside for the tools that you already have. The deer is here to emphasize limitless kindness. Take a moment to consider how wonderful it is to give to someone. Brightening someone's day is a wonderful experience. Now, Anne, from what I know about you, I do believe, just like everyone else, like we are givers in this community, right? And in this chat specifically. But I think with this, I look blue. I just put this background up, sorry. So bear with the way I look. I can't.
You don't look that bad. You look fine to me.
I got to fix it. So I know that you probably do a lot for a lot of other people. And this doesn't have to be a financial thing. Like when people think of giving, they automatically think a lot of the time of finance. But you can give of your time. You can give of your energy. You can give of your spirit. I feel like this week there's going to be an opportunity presented to you, and where you can do something really great for someone, but I feel like it's going to be something you kind of don't really want to do. So the universe is just giving you a nudge in the direction. I feel like it might be a neighbor or something who needs help. I don't feel a blood connection, so it still could be, but it may not be family. I think it's going to be someone you hardly know, and you're going to get an opportunity to help them, whether they ask you or whether you see them struggling with something. I don't feel like it's financial giving either. I feel like it's giving of time you really feel you don't have. The universe is urging you to take the opportunity to do something kind. Next.
Eris.
All right, Eris, let's do Ancestor Spirit. Guys, just know if I don't respond to something you say in the chat, it's probably just because I don't see it. I know sometimes people are like, I was speaking to you and you didn't. It's not that I don't care. It's just that I'm channeling and I'm reading and I'm, you know, Monica, girl, that is, you know, that'll happen if you're living that way. That means there are so many people around you that have so many attachments that you're unaware of. You need to get yourself some protection. Netslap! Oh, hey! I was waiting for you to come in. All right, Eris. Connect with past loved ones. Sense, feel, and reconnect. And there are no numbers on these cards. Now, there is more of a meaning to these, but it takes a long time. So I'm just going to read the Ancestor Speak and the divinatory meanings. Pay attention to what you feel around you, as well as your 5 key physical senses. You have a 6th sense that connects you to the spiritual world. Eris, this card indicates that your 6th sense is strong. Your ancestors or loved ones in spirit are trying to get your attention. They are sending you signs that they are with you and love you very much. Watch for their signals and open to connecting with them. Divinatory meaning. Learn how to connect with your loved ones in spirit so they can bring guidance, confirmation, and encouragement in times of stress or trouble. You may sense your past loved ones when the hair on your arms rises or when you feel heat or cold in and around your body. You may also experience sensation in your stomach or a heightened need to be on alert. When this occurs, take a moment to ground, breathe deeply, clear your mind, and allow guidance to arise in your heart, mind, and feelings. So you have deceased loved ones. Ralph and Cassie Francis, what's up? Reaching out to you. Eris, I'm getting more of an ancestral feel, not just because it's the Ancestor Spirit deck, and that's literally the kind of card you drew. I'm not getting like a very recent connection, like someone that you know. I'm getting someone from generations past. I'm getting male. It could be a female with a lot of masculine, but I do feel like it's male, a man. And it is one of your ancestors, and they're reaching out to you for a reason. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, I feel like they can relate. So they're going to either reach out to you through dreams or possibly even nightmares. Also, pay attention for those signals, especially this week, okay? These are weekly readings, 1-card weekly readings. Pay attention to the hair on your arm standing up, hot or cold spots. The other day I was walking RJ down the street and we're surrounded by woods on both sides, like no houses, just woods. And on the one side of the street, walking back home, it was freezing cold on my legs coming out of the woods. And it was a really hot day. I think it was last Thursday or Wednesday. And I just knew there was a lot of activity going on in those woods. And it's those type of things that you can get used to. Now I give, sorry, I was reading Lotus Girls. Lotus Girl, you're next. I give sessions to teach you how to deal with this and all that, and manifestation and all that. So if you want to recognize the signs, some of them I just told you, you can Google some of them. You can even do guided sleep hypnosis or guided sleep meditations to help you open up more while you're in a dream state and bring them in to get the messages that they're clearly trying to get through.
Lotus? You do Lotus because she's next anyways.
Yeah, Lotus and then Nicole. Yeah, all right, I'm going to use the De La Nuit. I can't pronounce it. Like I said, I'm just going to keep pronouncing it strangely. The De La Nuit Oracle. Oh, nice. Paradox Fossil says, I'm driving, listening to you over my truck's speakers. Lotus Girl, you got card number 1, the Spirit of Magic. This is another one of those that's translated from like Italian. So my story. I believe in fairies. I believe in tales. I believe in magic. I just have to open my little magical music box and the spirit of magic floats all around me. I pay no attention to those who try to convince me that magic is childish and that believing is a waste of time. I have been raised in the spirit of magic, and I know that this is the source of everything on this sweet planet. I will never stop seeing magic everywhere, nor will I stop believing. My message: do you believe in fairies? Do you believe in tales? Do you believe in magic? You do? Bravo. You don't? You should. Anyway, you have to open yourself to the great spirit of magic. That means being able to see everything as a true miracle and believing that a powerful magic surrounds you, helping you manifest your highest dreams. Connect to the spirit of magic and magic will abound in your life. Lotus Girl, I feel like this is just a reminder with everything that's been going on lately and all the stress and all the pressure and all the BS and all the physical ailments. Not to get obviously too personal into your business, but you are going through it. You are like in the depths of a dark night of the soul that I honestly thought you were pulling out of as of like a month ago, but I guess not, because we usually get more time than that, right? So Paranormal Pixie, hi. I feel like this card is reminding you that you are the creator of what happens to you. Like you're the creator of your own destiny. And it's reminding you, especially this week, to use crystal magic, to manifest, to do the small things like take your own advice. You know, you and I are pretty close and we talk about everything. So if I were going through what you were going through, what advice would you give me? What advice would you give your daughter? Right? And then take that advice. But remember, okay, you can call on the spirits and the angels and just pull the magic in to help you. It's not going to be a miracle and it's not going to be a cure-all, but I do feel like you're forgetting the positive affirmations. You're forgetting the positive manifestation. And this card is just a reminder, like, remember who you are and remember what you're capable of. Whoa, that was a big change. You see that?
Yeah, it was. Ooh.
Okay. Haunted by Haunted. What's up? All
Hello?
right. So next we have Nicole. Nicole, I'm going to use Witch's Wisdom on you. I haven't used this deck. Every week I'm trying to pull out one or two decks that I haven't used in a really long time because I always tend to stick, you guys know, with the same like 15 decks. Haunted by Haunted. Are you new here and looking for a reading?
I was just going to ask that.
I'm always a little weary or leery of the newbies because I never know who's a troll and who isn't.
Well, you never know.
It's a shame I have to live that way. Like, I live in fear of new people because I never know what's going to be
I'm
done.
here. You got plenty. Hey, Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf.
We'll get her in too because she tends to.
Yeah, Mermaid. They're you know, she's in Canada across the pond.
Yeah, I got. They're coming up too, so you're good.
Are you under a new name? I would think I would remember. Did anyone else hear the frog, or was that just me? I'll never know because I won't be able to look at the chat unless I get stuck in there. You can always go and come back. We're like 15 minutes in. Actually 17 or 18. Okay. This is Nicole. Watchtower of the West, and it's the card of Autumn. So they're so hard to find sometimes when they're not numbered. There we go. All right, Nicole. The West brings the water, so it may impart connection and healing and open your heart. Autumn reflect all that's to reveal. Cast magic at dusk for emotions to heal. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. Okay, I guarantee it was like his dad or something.
No, Giles is cooking sausage.
Ah, okay. Nicole, calling upon the guardians and gatekeepers of the West. The season of autumn brings you regeneration as it works in conjunction with the element of water. By visiting the Watchtower of the West, you are being assisted to enhance your psychic abilities as your emotions heal and become more balanced. Whilst nature starts to turn within itself, reflect on where you have been and what has been done during the preceding months. Allow water to wash over you to achieve harmony, inner peace, and tranquility. The West will open your heart and rein in any oversensitivity. Connect with the king and queen of this season and receive receive a much needed cleansing and healing on all levels. The color blue represents the element of water and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of dusk. Autumn brings emotions to the surface and associated with the card that flanks this one. This is a one-card reading. Look deep within to determine what really matters. The old ways that you viewed yourself and others are falling away. Don't let your sensitivity get the better of you. Time for some peace and inner work. Time for you. Hail and welcome, guardians of the watchtowers of the West, those who never sleep. The element of West is water. The tool is the chalice. As twilight descends in the autumnal mist, we connect with our inner emotions as our roots grow deep inside the belly of the earth. The god and goddess are now king and queen of earth's bounties. So, guys, do you mind? So basically, what this card is saying, Nicole, is, I'm sorry, it's horrible.
We got him. We got him. We got him.
What this card is basically saying is there might be something that either just happened with you or something that's coming in this week that you're going to feel a little bit overly sensitive about. Yeah, make sure, and very good. Make sure, Nicole, just give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Make sure that you report them and
yes, I did.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, Nicole. So something is going to happen or something has happened recently that's going to make you feel extremely vulnerable and possibly overly sensitive, right? Which may or may not be how you normally handle things, but I feel like lately you've been doing some inner work. You've been working on yourself. You've been, coming and getting an oracle reading. You've been really wondering, maybe trying to change that vulnerability about yourself, right? But something's coming in that's really not going to let you. And I feel like if you can get through this week, get through the rest of the month, looking at why you feel a certain way about a certain situation. So say, you don't get this job that you really, really wanted, and you've been, you went to school for, and I was trying to put up pew, pew, pew. You went to school for, and you've been working hard, and you've been doing everything, all your ducks are in a row, and then you go on the interview and you don't get a call back. I feel like it's going to be something like that, like something that's going to be so disappointing. It's going to make you feel very vulnerable and unsure. But the universe is looking at how you react to whatever this is, right? To see how you handle it. What the universe wants you to do is take it as an opportunity to look at what you could have done better and then do better next time. Because we all need to learn and grow. Like, nobody knows everything about everything. And I think that's the point the universe is trying to get across to you this week, Nicole. So if you can get through whatever this is, coming out, the bigger person coming out, having learned a big lesson, by the time autumn comes, I feel like your dreams are finally going to start coming true. You're finally going to be the person that you've been aiming to be, a bit more spiritually elevated, which is what you need to work on, not just this week, but through the rest of the summer. Cowie Snyder, Tony the Rock, Judy Wheeler, Casey, and anyone else that I missed. So great to see you all. Love you guys. Nordland too. Guys, I am going to try to put out Listener Encounter 16 this weekend. I am so swamped. Ray brought me on a surprise vacation down the shore this past weekend, Sunday, and then we were away at my mom's, and we decided no work weekend. It's the first one I've ever taken since I started YouTube. It was amazing, but I feel like I'm 3 months behind now for taking 1.5 days off.
Okay, you want to do Grey Wolf? You can get her down, and then we'll do Crowley.
Okay. Just spent a week. Let me see what. Just spent a week emergency in the hospital on oxygen. Home now. Finally got tests I've been waiting for, but had to go by ambulance. So everybody, let's send some healing light, some love and peace and healing to Nicole, to her energy. And I'm going to kind of try to surround you this week and help you through this vulnerable time.
Mom.
If you need me, reach out. I'm always here, even if I'm a little bit long in getting back to you. I don't see my mom yet, but hey, Mother.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
We got you under.
I want to show you guys the bruise I got. My dad always, I tell him all the time, 7:15, and he calls me at 7:17. Why don't you ever answer your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. I want to show you guys the bruise. I took a picture of it. So yeah, wait do you guys see it? I did try to exorcise the jinn and whatever else was in my mom's house, and I got the crap kicked out of me, but I couldn't do everything I was trying to do in Damien's room because he was sleeping, and I forgot to do the basement. So I feel like it was hiding, but now the only room it can get to is Damien. So it's like torturing him by pulling on the doors at night. So this is one of the bruises that I got.
And you start to look like me.
And that was from being pushed down into my mother's bed. So, all right, no more phone. And Mom, I love you. I miss you. I had so much fun. I can't wait to come back on the 8th. So who's next? And then I have to
Grey Wolf.
Take a potty break quickly, guys. Very quick. Grey Wolf, I'm going to use Ancestor's Spirit.
And then we're going to go on our list.
Yes. Well, we do have one new person.
Yes.
Haunted by Haunted. You said you haven't been here in a while. Were you under the same name?
Yes,
I wasn't scared, though. For some reason, I'm not scared of it. I just want it gone. Like, I'm mad now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even... Hilton, hi! All right. Can you say who I'm reading for again? Grey Wolf.
Yes.
All right. Enjoy new beginnings. Celebrate, socialize, and change. I'm working on an Oracle deck, guys, of my own. So probably won't be out till next year, but still. Grey Wolf, the ancestors speak. Something positive and exciting is about to happen for you. This is a time of celebration for you and your loved ones. Enjoy this social time, which may include birthdays, pregnancy announcements, anniversaries, engagements, weddings, parties, and other festivities. Your ability to connect with and glimpse the future is heightened. Pay special attention to dreams and visions to prepare for a fresh opportunity. Divinatory meaning, a period of darkness or inactivity is a time to resynchronize with family, friends, and your goals. Enjoy and honor who you are and where you're going. Focus on the changes you want to bring into your life. Stay positive and go with the flow. Enjoy the changes and beginnings that are coming your way. A move to a new home or an exciting career change may be popping up for you. That could also be starting a new business, or even if it's not for financial gain, maybe working on art or gardening or something like that. So this is basically telling you to get back to your roots, get back to family, get back to fun, take a no work weekend like I just did. Ralph and Cassie, thank you. Lindsay, I really feel like you guys are making me blush. I really feel like this week is going to be a really good week for you, but I feel like there's some lingering stuff, like some lingering maybe familial aggravation, but I feel like it's very little. And after this week, you'll be able to move through it. Now, if it's a job that you're looking for, this card is actually a really good omen, because it's saying, obviously, not this week, but start putting that intention out there. Start believing that you're going to get the job you want, or any job that you may need. The thing with manifestation, guys, is you can set an intention all day long. But if you don't believe it, if you can sit up and say, this is going to be an amazing day. This is an amazing day. Best day I've had in a year. But if you don't believe it, then it's not going to work. And I think a lot of us forget that part of it, because it's really hard to force yourself to believe something that you don't believe, right? It's like forcing a skeptic to believe in spirit. But it is what you need to do. Grey Wolf, please. This week, focus on having fun. Give it a rest. Give yourself a break. De-stress a little bit. Take a bath. Take a walk through nature. You've got your birthday coming up July 12th, right? I believe. A little Cancer baby. So get near the ocean or beach if you can. If not, any water would do. And I recommend sitting for at least 20 minutes, at least. And just listening to the water. If it's a stream, if it's a brook, if it's rainwater running into a gutter, it doesn't matter. Get close to the water. If you can't do anything else, take a ritual bath. Take a regular bath with a couple drops of essential oil. You need to be around water this week. And I feel like that's really going to make you feel purified and rejuvenated. But I would give up on anything that's very stressful and something that you've been dealing with for a while, just for a couple days. I'm not saying don't look for a job, but if that's what you've been doing and is stressing you out, just for this week or just for a few days, maybe the weekend, give it a break, go off grid if possible. And then pick it back up next week and be the badass that you are. Who just said that? Someone said something really cute. Gemma taking being a badass to another level. Yes, I appreciate you guys. You always make my night. I really, really, really have to use the potty. So if you guys can give me like 3 minutes, it's right there. I'll be right back. Ghost Dragons, you can entertain them.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding. Hello, Casey. Got you on the list. Are you new? I'm not a creep. Okay. Tell us a true story. Let's see. Right now, I'm trying not to laugh. My son's in there trying to cook jambalaya, so he's got the house smelling. The alarm keeps going off. But let's see. By the time I tell you a true story, she'll be back. Actually, today I was at the store and I fell. And with a lady that came and helped me up, she had a shadow behind her. Kind of made me nervous. That one was a little creepy. Sometimes I can tell what they are, sometimes I can't. And this one kind of made me kind of creeped out. But she was real nice. Shh, nope, not going to happen. Sorry, Melissa. Believe me, you don't want to see me without a shirt. Too many scars. And there he goes again. It's all right. Don't worry about it, bud. Sorry for the language.
You didn't curse on my stream, did you?
No, Giles did in the background.
Oh, that's okay.
He's burning the sausage.
The sausage.
The sausage for the jambalaya.
What is that movie where he's like the old sausage? Robert De Niro. What was it where Billy Crystal was like the psychiatrist and he was a mobster? Do you get what I'm talking about? And he comes in all naked and he's like, yeah, the old sausage. Never mind.
I'll think about it. It'll pop up in my head later on.
Robert De Niro, Billy Crystal movie.
Oh, he's a patient and he's a psychiatrist.
Yes.
What is that?
Analyze this
Yes,
and analyze that.
Yes, there you go.
All right, who's next?
Crowley. Well, unless you want to do Haunted. By Haunted.
Yeah, let's do Haunted. Haunted, do you identify as male or female? It's just easier for me to read. And I always pretty much know, but I don't want to say it. Monica, Billy Crystal was not in Goodfellas.
No.
But that is an amazing De Niro movie.
Yeah, it is a good movie. Seven Heads in a Duffel Bag is a good movie, too.
Okay. So I'm going to do Energy and Spirit. I have that song, A, B, C, D, E.
He was singing it earlier.
H, I love you still, and you know.
I can hear you guys. James.
RJ says, do you know this is my song to you forever?
Forever.
I love you forever in the best world, she says. City Slickers.
That I'm sleeping with bacon, she'll find out. Take it out of my pillow underneath the basement.
I look like a crazy person. I need a haircut. Like,
you look good.
I know. Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm just like, when I did the personal reading, I'm like, hey, Mr. Slack. Like, all right. Haunted by Haunted. Cool name, by the way. All right. Ooh, Wisdom of the Magi in the reverse, and it's card number 5. When the Wisdom of the Magi card is reversed, it reveals negative mental patterns blocking your inspiration and your truth. Do you tend to be rigid, self-critical, judgmental, or pessimistic? If so, the Magi remind you that your predominant thought patterns project your signature resonance out into the world. If you want to change what you manifest, you'll have to change your mind. With a negative mentality, you dismiss your resourcefulness, limiting your clarity and self-trust. But the Magi are here to help change even the most difficult thoughts. Call on this energy to clear your minds and increase your optimism and self-love. Meditate on the light of his bright blue orb, radiant with joyous beliefs and self-talk. Don't give up on this important change. Your soul longs for you to know the magic of your eternal truth. Your affirmation for this week: I am free to choose positive and honoring thoughts. My mind is open to the unlimited wisdom the Magi brings to my life. Now, Haunted by Haunted, you may be a person who believes in spirit. You may be a person who believes in manifestation, and you may normally be a very positive person. But this week, for some reason, and I actually see it being either or, like this week and next week, or this week or next week, something's going to happen that is really going to be irritating. And it could make you question, oh my gosh, it does. It looks like Eddie Murphy. It could make you question your beliefs, and it could make you wonder, like, what am I doing? It could bring you into a really low place, like a lower vibrational type energy surrounding you, whatever this is. So this is the universe reminding you who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe in. You guys, it does look just like him in Coming to America.
It does.
And the universe wants you to remember who you are and to not get stuck on the negative. And believe me, guys, you know, this is not me giving the advice, because I do this all the time. I get stuck on that one thing, you know, instead of focusing on all the beautiful things in my life and all the accomplishments I've achieved. I focus on, you know, the one thing. Even though it's a huge thing, it's still just one thing in the grand scheme of things. Now I can't unsee it. So I feel like for this week, like I said, and next week, just don't get down. The universe is actually putting you to the test. And I feel like this is a theme this week. We always have one or two, that the universe wants to see how you handle situations where most people might turn around. There he is. Where most people might turn around and be like, you know what, forget this, you know, the universe doesn't have my back, you know, forget all this positive affirmation. Like, to really start questioning your spirituality and what's going on. The universe is saying it's just 1 or 2 weeks. Like, you can do this. You can get through this. So, you know, get through it. And that's going to be your test. And if you...
What the heck?
If you pass the test, the universe obviously is going to bestow you with blessing and abundance. If you don't, you're going to have to learn a lesson. I think Ray's outside. Just realized it sounded like a wrench dinging. At first, I thought it was coming from the corner. I think he's outside working on something right outside the window. Because at first I was like, I don't see any spirit over there. Normally, if I heard that, I would see. And
Right.
I'm like,
I could hear it.
It's our I almost said Ray J. It's RJ and Ray playing between the house and the garage, and they're doing it with a wrench. That scared me because I didn't see, like, if I don't see it, like, can y'all
is Crowley still here?
Can y'all feel the Schumann resonance? I hear it all day long. I actually don't know what that is as far as the title.
The Schumann resonance is the frequency of the earth and everything. And it's like a seismograph that goes up and down, and it'll expand and contract according to people's feelings, what's going on in the universe. And it's very complex, but it's really cool because lately it's been really going nuts. And they can't decide if it's something in the universe or something going on the earth.
What I was going to say was, I don't know what it is by title, like that's what it is. But I have been hearing, like, and just feeling, I've been hearing this hum, this buzz, and
frequency.
This, like, especially when I lay down at night to go to sleep, feeling like this electric, but there's no spirit around. Normally the electric feeling is like a shadow being, a static entity, something lower vibrational, and there's nothing around. And Edna, that could be a part of it too. Your left ear ringing on and off for over a week, headache.
Yeah, mine's my right ear.
Haunted by Haunted, you are so very welcome. And guys, don't forget, I do personals as well. Hit me up at moonbearoracle@gmail.com if you would like a 7 to 12 card personal intuitive oracle reading, either remotely or face-to-face. Who's next?
Crowley, if he's around. I haven't seen him for a little bit.
Yeah, Jarvis. You know, I also had a bacon maple donut one time, and it was really good. Bacon maple ice cream has been a thing for way over 20 years. So are bacon shakes and sundaes. There's a place by me that sells bacon shakes. I've never had one because I think a chunk of bacon in a shake would make me vomit, but it sounds really good. Guys, thank you. Yeah, the high-pitched ringing. I didn't know it was a thing. I thought it was just me because I'm so sensitive. All right, next.
Okay, well, Crowley's supposed to
Crowley's
be.
not answering, so
Yeah, I know. So we're going to go with Jennifer Bowman.
Jennifer, are you still here, love?
I think.
Yeah, it's not a permanent thing, but it is so much more often. I think the last time I was hearing it like this was in like 2012.
It's been real loud lately.
And back then I could just drink it away.
Yeah, it's just real loud. There's a lot going on in
Did
the
my
universe.
mom come in here?
Yeah, she came in and said hello.
Okay. Jennifer Bowman is here because sometimes she just doesn't text, like she just, chills out and listens. But I just wanted to make sure that I said hi to my mom and then I didn't see her again. So, okay. I am going to use Heal Yourself on you, Jennifer. Yes, I am here. All right, girl. These cards are actually really good cards. They're in a huge box, though, so I always have to bury them to get them to fit. Because I need to take my Oracle decks off of my altar because my altar, I have no more room. Between gifts from you guys, my mom's tired. Did you like the book so far? Yeah, you did. All right, Jennifer.
Still waiting for mine.
He didn't mail them. He's mailing them tomorrow. Tiffany,
You're
welcome
fine.
and thank you. But I got hot pink bags that says, hello, I'm what you've been waiting for.
Oh, gee.
Tiffany, thank you so much. And again, welcome to the chat. Mom's doing all right. She's tired. We had a very, I don't want to say strenuous. We had an amazing weekend, but there was a lot. Outside in that heat, it was like 90 degrees at my cousin's birthday party. Me and Ray, RJ was the only kid in the sprinklers. All the other kids were inside, and RJ wanted to play in the sprinkler. It's total water baby, right? Triple cancer. So finally, me and Ray got so hot, we were just like, forget it. I didn't care. I had makeup, full makeup. We were just playing as a family in the sprinkler and in our own little world. Lotus Girl, thank you. The new book is awesome. All right, Jennifer, you got card number 32, a great card. It's the Phoenix Rising card. Damien started his landscaping job today, guys. Super proud.
That's good. That's good.
Jennifer, everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked for you so far in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is being completed. You may feel that you're walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not even recognize yourself. You're reclaiming your own spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos that's surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can ever imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what's coming your way. Jennifer, this is an amazing card, and I'm going to tell you why. I went through this, okay? I literally felt like I was living in hell. And now I had no choice but to get through it. I did isolate myself for quite a while, and then I came on YouTube and met you guys, right? I can now look back at almost every single bad thing that's ever happened to me and see a reason for it. And to say, I am here today because of all those terrible things, all of those horrible mistakes, all of those shameful acts, right? That's basically what this card is saying to you, Jennifer, that it's time to let the past go. And that includes people. That includes people that you've outgrown, people, places, and things you've outgrown that no longer serve you. And a lot of people sometimes say that that's really, hey, Logan, that's selfish. That self-care is selfish, right? I always use the full glass analogy. If you are a glass that is full of water and you're giving sips away and people are coming by and chugging and taking sips, what happens when the glass is empty? You are right now an empty glass because you have not bothered to refill yourself, nor has anyone else. But I do feel like you know that and you sense it and you're ready to get to the next level or phase of your life. You just don't know how. And the universe is telling you this week it's time to drudge it all up, go through it, understand that the universe holds none of it against you and wants you to just throw it away like an old shoe. Like, it's time. It's a pair of shoes you've outgrown. Okay, just get rid of them, get a new pair, and move on. All of us go through these dark nights of the souls. They can last anywhere from 6 months to 5 years or more. But our reprieve from then, once we come out, only lasts 6 months to a year. But you are coming through it, okay? You're coming through a time where you're about to go right into a dark night of the soul. And I know that's going to be a hard time for you, but once you get through that, it's going to be more incredible than you could have ever possibly imagined. I didn't know 5 years ago I was going to become what I wanted to be when I grew up. Not just a published author, but now a bestseller. I had no idea that's what was in store for me, right? You can never know how amazing your life is going to be if you'll just put your faith in God or the universe or Jesus or yourself, right? Buddha, whoever or whatever it is you believe in. It's time. This week and next week, try to pull yourself out of the chaos, the codependence, so much of it. I see that it resonates, and I'm so happy because this is your last 2 weeks that the universe is giving you to deal with that. Okay. And then the universe wants you to say, boy, bye to everything that's not serving you anymore. Who's next?
Okay, we're going to do Davy Jones, if he's still in chat.
You guys are so welcome. Crowley, I called your name, but I really didn't worry about it because a lot of the time you say that you want to go last.
Davy, you still around? Or did you disappear? Be back later? Nope, there he is. Grr.
Let's use De La Nuit.
Say it better than I could.
I keep saying it all different ways. Monica wants to know what number she is.
Actually,
Monica.
Number 5. You're after Edna.
All right. Davy Jones. Alice in Wonderland, card number 2. This was the first card of my personal 3-card reading. It's a great card. My story. I saw once a white rabbit running on the grass. As I am a curious little girl, I followed him. And this led me to discover a land like no other, full of mad hatters, short-tempered queens, and sly cats. Everything there was purely senseless, but I saw a lot of wonders and learned many things. Therefore, the journey was worth it, even if it was maybe only a dream. My message: something or someone is calling to you. You're about to discover a brand new land, which you'll have to acclimatize to. You won't get all the rules at once. Some things will appear most peculiar to your eyes and even lacking sense. And you also will feel disorientated at times. But don't let that stop you. Be open, be curious, crave to uncover wonders. And remember that this journey you're embarking on is really worth the while. It really is one you will never forget. Davy Jones. Mr. Lurks-a-lot, hi. Yes, you can have your first reading tonight and a birthday reading, absolutely, and happy birthday. Davy Jones, you have something amazing that's going to be put into motion this week. I don't think it's something that you're actively doing. I feel like it's an offer that's going to come to you. It could be something you're achieving, but I'm getting more of I'm seeing like something being given. So it's like, thank you so much, Tiffany. So it's like something that you have to accept, right? But you may be worried about it because it's like, this isn't at all what I had planned. This isn't, a part of my process. The universe is saying, yes, it is. This week, take a leap of faith, take a chance, okay? Accept new people into your life, accept new opportunities, do something that you never thought possible if given the chance. I also keep getting very strongly email. Spirit is a little confusing sometimes and gets email and text confused. Therefore, I end up getting email and text confused. So it's coming in some form of written something. Maybe you're going to win a whole bunch of money. Maybe, I'm not saying you are, I'm saying maybe. It's going to be something that drastically changes your life that you're not even going to notice right away. I feel like, but it is something or someone coming in this week. So Davey, keep your mind, your heart, and your ears open. Happy birthday, Mr. Lurks-a-lot. Cancers, yay!
Okay, Stephen Shaw, and then Crowley.
Stephen, are you still here, sweetie? Oh, Davy Jones, the good Lord blesses me every day. Thank you so much. And he blesses me with you guys as well.
Steve, I know you were in here a little bit ago.
Well, Steve is having a lot of Wi-Fi issues, so give
Let's
him a
do
moment.
Vixen. Let's do Crowley, then Vixen.
Crowley, then Vixen. All right, I'm putting Jolly in, guys. Sorry, I have to.
Jolly. They say I put this for you. Are they really?
Yeah, the 2 of the bags only had 1 fruit punch.
Are you serious?
In the whole
That's weird.
Happens all the time. Crowley, you are a blessing. Let me clean my hands before I touch my desk.
Blue, hello, Blue. Blue hair on.
Blue, hi. I know. I'm so sorry, sweetie. That was so tragic. Mike, you are so sweet. All right. One more time, please.
What?
Who am I reading for? One more time.
Steve, but
he's not here.
No, so we're doing Vixen. Sorry. Giles threw me off.
No worries, no worries. Is Vixen Doe still here? Yeah, right? Yep.
I was just going to say.
All right, Vixen Doe, I am going to use the Magic of You. Oh, I'm sorry, Steven. You'll be next, honey.
Oh, okay.
Mike, you are so funny. Thank you so much. All right, Paradox. I hope you get out of your jam. Come back in and get a reading for once. Keep guessing, guys. You're doing great. All right. Vixen. Sacrifice. What can you let go of? Card number 28. Oh, come on. I hate these stupid bots.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my list. Let me report one of them.
Plenty of wrenches in here. All right, Vixen Doe. Do you feel like you are being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you are buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried, but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know, but for now you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. This maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plugging her into Gaia's source. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she's planted. On the other, she's blooming. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice, to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you in order to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. This is a pretty serious card. Vixen, this card is saying that there is something in your life that's no longer working for you. And I feel like it hasn't been for a really long time. It could be a romantic relationship, but it could really be anything, right? So the universe is saying, like, are you going to stay where you are and know that it ended up because they changed one letter and come back in?
Yeah.
Are you going to stay where you are knowing that it's not right for you because it's comfortable and it's convenient? Or are you finally going to take that plunge, take that leap of faith and say, you know what? This is really not for me anymore. And even, oh my God.
Yeah, they're not giving up.
And even though it's going to be hard, and even though it's just, I'm trying not to acknowledge because that's what they want. Even though you know it's going to be hard, and even though it's you know it's going to be a long road, you know that's what's going to work for you. Yeah, Vixen Doe, and you know what? This is the universe telling you to do that. that although it's going to maybe take some effort and work, although it's going to be strange and unusual and something you're not sure, you know, how it's going to work, the universe is saying, do it. Take the leap of faith, because you're staying now where you are, like in this comfortable, kind of convenient place, when what for? You know where your soul is going. Did anyone guess it? Yeah, wrenches, thank you guys so much tonight.
Just remember to report it too.
Yeah, they're all telling each other that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are, Mike, you are so sweet. There you go. Okay. Crowley. I'm going to use shadows and light. Guys, to send me shipping info, if that's the case, you need to email it to me, please, unless you have my personal number. Email me at moonbearoracles@gmail.com. Moonbear Oracle, no S. Moonbear Oracle. Oh, Ralph and Cassie, you got it. All right, cool. Yes, email me.
Thank you, Melissa.
Who just said I just reported porn? You guys are so funny. Mike, thank you so much. And I really do appreciate that.
He's so sweet.
Who won last week? Taiwan.
Yes, Taiwan. We're missing her tonight. Where is she?
Yeah, she might come in a little later.
Yeah, well, you got to remember she's across the big pond there. So.
Is she?
Yeah, she lives in Scotland, I think. She lives on one of the isles, I thought.
Crowley, you got my girl here.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Who's next, so we know?
Steve Shaw.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Steve, sorry. Yeah, you're next. Crowley, you got I Am Callie. From death comes rebirth. Card number 13. Callie speaks. I am the dancer who moves through the fire, who wields my sword and severs the cords of energy that entangle you, and who is not afraid of the death that needs to happen. Every act of destruction is an act of creation, and this is no act of pointless destruction and brutality. I am clearing all that is leeching off your energy, draining your strength, and abrading those relationships that cannot do anything but hold you back and keep you stuck. Whether you realize it or not, you called on me, and I have come to clear the path, to destroy that which you have longed. I have come to clear the path, to destroy that which you have longed to let go of. Something's time has come, and it will be born again, as nothing ever truly dies. It only changes, and that time has come. I am pure fire energy and the great mother, and as I dance, the death you face brings you to new life. Working with Callie is an extremely powerful, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Working with Callie is extremely powerful, but it is work we all do and all must do. If you have drawn this card, you are working with the energy of the fire, of the dancing mother goddess, who will teach you how to go through the change you have been resisting and feeling was too much, and who will purify and change everything. You must not stay still with this energy. Movement is essential for working with her, and her fierce nature is in fact a test of your own strength. Can you rejoice in the purification of stale energy? Can you do what needs to be done and still dance? Can you walk forward without hesitating? Can you say yes to what will come for you on the other side of Callie's fire? And will you wear your lessons proudly as she does her necklace, and know that this death is an incarnation within an incarnation, a new life within this lifetime born of fire? She wears the severed heads of her enemies as a necklace. Nicole, have a great, great, great night, and thank you so much. All right. So, let me get this Jolly Rancher out of my mouth. Crowley, you got a card very similar to Vixen Does, okay? It is time for you to truly let go of something. Now, it could be a relationship, it could be an addiction, it could be a job, it could be whatever it is. It is time for a rebirth in your life. The only way Callie can help you is if you allow her to, because she's going to come in and tear stuff up, okay? And you can either sit there and try to pick up the pieces, or you can walk forward and understand that there is no putting it back together. It's going to completely change you outwardly and internally. But if you just sit around staying in the same spot, it's almost the exact same thing I just said to Vixen Doe. Like, if you just stay where it's comfortable and where you know it's okay, like, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Whatever this is, the universe is saying it's this week. Like, you cannot wait anymore to either stop this or move away from this or move on from this, or there's something that is just totally weighing and tearing you down. And Callie is going to take it away one way or another. Like, the universe is going to use Callie energy to come in and, like I said, just tear stuff up in your life. And you're either going to accept it, work with it, and move on happily, understanding that you just got an incredible gift, or you're going to go back into mourning and stay stuck pretty much forever. 13 is your number, Steve. My number is 23. Steve, I am going to use the Quantum Oracle. Oh, Lotus Girl, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Melissa Nicole, thank you. Mike, again, thank you. Steve, if you want a book, just hit me up. I'll let you know how to get a signed copy or just a copy. Actually, Melissa Nicole has the links for the books in the chat here, but if you want a signed copy, you have to come directly to me. Oh, you guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. Blue Heron, Lotus Girl. I sold almost a case just by word of mouth, and I have 500 business cards coming, but I still do not have the website up. Paranormal Pixie, no, I did not, but I'm using it Listener Encounter 16, and I'm already starting a part 2 of the Terrifying Tales. So that's when I'm going to bring in your guys' stories, because I have like so many people that sent them in. I need to get permission from all of you guys, and I just didn't have the time because my publisher was like, you know, you got to get this done within a week and a half. Have fun. Yay. So I didn't have time for all that. Okay, Steve, you got the card of Fear, and it's in the reverse. And these cards are a little hard to find, so just give me a minute. Page 71. Ralph, make sure you hit me up and let me have your info and let me know what you want too. Paranormal Pixie, everybody in here, please send as many personal encounters as you possibly can, okay? Because if I don't use them for listener encounters, I'm going to use them for the next book, you know? Or I'll use them most likely for both. So please, I would really appreciate it. You don't know how much that helps me, because listener encounters, I can just take your guys' encounters and make a video. I don't have to do the research. I don't have to do the script. It's so much easier for me to be able to do that. If I could do it once a month, it would be so much help, and I wouldn't have a week where there's no content. Pancakes. All right, Steve, you got it in the reverse, the card of Fear. When this card is reversed, the energy of peace is expanding in your life. It could be that the difficulties are finally settling down, something you've been worried about is resolving, or an irritating person is moving off and letting you relax. This is a time of great mental power and personal energy for you. You are more conscious now of any fearful thinking, and you can take total control. When you catch yourself moving into an old, worrisome pattern, you are free to let go and choose trust instead. Whether there's a stimulating situation involved or your worry is just an old habit, you always have the power to take mental control. Congratulate yourself for choosing to do so now. A time of inner and outer peace is on its way. Affirmation: I release worry and choose trust. My peaceful choices expand the peace and power in my life. Steve, we already knew this, right? Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that you were Casey Bowling.
Yes.
I got your text. I texted you back. I was right in the middle of setting up the stream. It was like chaotic, but I did not get the the issue again. Hope, hi. Okay, so Steve, at this point in your life, and we already know this, you are moving into a time of peace, and wonder, right? Learning new things about spirit and communion with nature and just learning about yourself in general. And I feel like this is a really important time in your life because you are now listening to the words of like me, the seer, the oracle. You're listening for the sounds of the universe. You're willing to have experiences. You're not willing to throw away any moment. I feel so much more happiness inside of you, a sense of peace and calm and tranquility. While everything isn't perfect, and you know, you may still have some grudges you have to work through. We all have things we have to work through. Specifically with you, I'm getting grudge. Like, I don't know how to explain how I see grudge, but it's not something I see often, but I am seeing that. But other than that, like, you're working through things so much more peacefully and so much better now than you ever were. And the universe is definitely offering you blessing and abundance because of this. So I feel like this week is just going to be like, keep going how you're going. The universe is patting you on the back and saying, listen, it's been a long, hard road, but you're in a great place now, and we want you to stay there. So keep working through everything.
And
any of you guys across the pond, if you have to go because I know it's super late, just let us know and we'll try to work you guys in. And I'm going to use Ancestor Spirit. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much for being here, you know, every single week with me and throughout the week, and Facebook and texts and emails. Oh, Hope, thank you so much. These earrings, believe it or not, I actually, you guys know I'm a cheap date. I actually got them on Amazon. They were a part of like a set of like 80 earrings for like $19. They're like they're not like the kind that like hurt your ears either. I don't think they're sterling silver, but they're like silver plated. So yes, they were a part of those. Need a little guidance from your ancestors. Mike, you might have someone to take the turtle. Yes, Mike, 25. Thank you. For the autograph and the shipping and the book itself. So the book is, you know, $15.99, and then shipping is anywhere from $6 to $10. So
Mike, I didn't know you were giving away a turtle. I would have took him. I have a tank.
It's injured.
I could fix it. I'm good with animals.
He's in Illinois.
I know. Well, I'm in Ohio. I mean, it's not that far away.
Is it close? I only know like where
I lives in Illinois.
I know where, like, obviously, like Pennsylvania, Delaware, Connecticut, New York. I even like Maine, like where that is. But I don't know like any other states that are next to anything else, except like I know North Dakota and South Dakota are next to each other. Like that's.
So you don't even know where I'm at. You got me in the basement, and you don't even know where I'm at. Are
you in the Midwest, right? Technically, you're more eastern now.
I'm right next to Pennsylvania, and
that's right. I drove through Ohio once.
Yes.
My Pittsburgh Steelers tattoo when I got in like an argument at the gas station. and whole self health. Now I think we discussed this last week. Judy, where are you? Where are you going? No.
Stay put, little lady.
Judy, can you wait just one more reading so I can get your reading? Or are you coming back? All right, and Edna, whole self health. And I believe we talked about this either last week or very recently. Natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda. The ancestors speak. Have a look at your whole self. Have you felt sluggish or out of balance? Have you been craving a certain type of food or drink? Be conscious of everything you're putting into your body, including food, ideas, images, and even breath. You are what you consume. Be more aware of what you choose to put into your body and make choices for your wellness. Divinatory meaning. Focus on refining your diet. You may need to add, avoid, or moderate a food or food group. Each person's body reacts to foods and drinks in its own way. Only you can determine what is the best diet for you. And you can only do this by paying attention to your whole self. And tiredness, headaches, pain, stomach issues, or something else you have accepted as quote unquote normal can be improved or alleviated by a change in diet. This card is prompting you to take charge of your health by making a change and creating wellness. Okay. And Edna, you were just saying, right, that you have headaches recently and you never get headaches. It could be something you're consuming, as in eating or drinking. But I'm getting more something else that's coming in. Either you're hanging around someone that's like super negative and like inadvertently affecting you with their energy, or I'm getting, hold on, I'm trying to see what they're showing me here. I'm getting yeah, other people's crap, other people's stress affecting you. I don't know if you're like binge eating or if maybe you tried like a certain diet and it didn't work. I don't know. There's something like with your physical that I'm seeing out of alignment. Okay. I want you this week. Okay. Oh my God. I swear you just finished my sentence for me, Anna. I was going to say, I want you this week, especially to work on opening your third eye, your pineal gland. Now, there are guided meditations that you can do. You can find them right on YouTube. They are good. I use them myself. Do one that's at least 15 minutes long. But here's the thing. If you're going to work on one, work on the whole self. Do the third eye chakra opening meditation. But then right after, do one for at least 20 minutes. Now, this is taking 35, 45, maybe even an hour, right? But it'll be worth it. You only have to do it once this week. Of a whole alignment of your chakras, because I'm also getting a blockage here, right? Like you're wanting to say something, you're wanting to defend a position. This is so weird that I'm getting this. Like, I see you like biting your tongue, like, but listening to this like propaganda, I don't know. These are such weird messages. Mainly it's do the meditation. It's got to be at least 15 minutes though. And like, don't use the one where the guy like tells you to go like this and like watch the, like, that does work, but like there are better ways to do it. If you need to, message me and I'll send you the ones that I use to open for this stream or to open before I go and walk in the woods or whatever. Judy Wheeler, I am going to use the Victoria Francis. I call this the Gothic Oracle. I don't know why I call it that. I think on Amazon it was like labeled Victoria Francis Gothic Oracle. But then when I got it, it just says Victoria Francis Oracle. So, all right, Judy, let's see. Oh, look out, Crowley. He's hitting on my wife. Roger Blair, hi. Who's down south? Aren't you in Pennsylvania? Oh, I know what you mean. Okay. Judy Wheeler, you got card number 10, and there are no words on the card. So it's the Ivory Maiden, obstacles, challenges, and feeling unsupported. You are feeling lost and lacking direction. It may seem that whichever way you turn, there are obstacles blocking your path. Be assured this is just a phase and will pass like everything else. There is a feeling of hopelessness as you are only seeing negative outcomes in current situations, but somewhere around you, there is a glimpse of light. Don't allow time to pass too quickly before you make an important decision about what to do next, as something has to change and only you can do it. When we are overburdened by life's obstacles, the feeling of being unsupported may be overwhelming, but rest assured there is a greater universal energy which will help to guide you. All you have to do is ask. Okay, Judy, I don't know specifically what's going on, right? But I do know it's something, obviously, with this card. So the universe is saying, right, like, you can't help but be pessimistic. You can't help but sometimes feel hopeless, because that's really kind of what you've known in situations like this. Feeling like there's nobody to talk to, feeling like there's, nowhere to turn, feeling like maybe people are going to say that you brought whatever this is on yourself, you know, all of those doubts, that negativity, that negative self-talk. The universe is saying, listen, you can sit in that all you want, or you can stop, back up a little bit, okay, and look around you. There is a beacon of light in your darkness. You're simply not aware enough to see it right now. I would do what I just recommended to Aunt Edna and work on opening your third eye. My Wi-Fi is being wonky, so, and work on opening your third eye, work on balancing your chakras, okay? Because I feel like you just need alignment. And once you do that, your eyes are going to open to what's right in front of you. And it is the solution to a lot of this hopelessness, this feeling lost and like misguided, directionless energy that is surrounding you. The universe is offering you a way out. So this week, work on opening your third eye, align your chakras, and then within a week or two, you're going to see that answer, right? It's going to like fall right out of the sky unto you, and you're going to be able to move forward now.
Okay, Monica.
All right, Miss Monica. You are so very welcome. Let's do, since you said to use one I haven't used in a long time. Don't fall. You're not allowed to fall. Thank you. Let's use Wisdom of the House of Night. One of my favorites. One of my old school clarifiers. You are so very welcome. All of you guys are so welcome. Thank you for being here with me, because if you didn't come in and show your support by being here, I wouldn't be reading for you. So I do appreciate that you spend Wednesday nights with me for like 4 to 5 hours, and most of you hang out for as long as you can. And I do really appreciate that. Monica, you are so welcome. You're all like, seriously, thank you guys for letting me read to you. Don't forget, guys, manifestation and intention sprays, $18.95, includes shipping in the continental US only. I am working on getting it out of, actually for Hawaii and Alaska, I'm able to do it as well for a little bit more. It ends up being $22.95 for Hawaii and Alaska, because I have to pay $4 extra for shipping. So the United States only, I guess I can say, for the most part. And that includes like a gift from me, which is usually a gemstone type bracelet or some type of gemstone sage, whatever, a handwritten note from me on parchment paper where I write my spells, and crystals that are charms in the spray bottle, and charmed moon water. It's all very authentic, 100% therapeutic grade essential oils. And the reason I call them manifestation intention sprays, because you tell me what you're trying to manifest in your life, you set your intention, and you spray it. I send them out right away. Also, I'm doing face-to-face 1-hour readings or manifestation sessions. I had someone come in that just wanted to talk about shadow people for an hour. Of course, there's a price tag attached to it, but it's nothing crazy, and I always work with you guys. So keep all that in mind, guys. I'm trying to start this up as a business. I need to get a website up, and I don't know how to do it. So right now, it's just word of mouth. So bear with me. All right, Monica. Complicated, card number 11. 11 is a good number, though. Nightmare, hi. Monica, my sweet one, wouldn't it be nice if life were always simple and things were obvious and transparent? Drawing this symbol reminds you that sometimes there are so many elements to consider that can be next to impossible to understand them all in the moment, especially when you most want to find an answer. Right now, things are complex, and only time will help you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Just remember, simple can also be boring, and complications can make for deeper and more mature experiences. Don't try to figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life's mysterious web. Don't forget my mom, okay? Because I know she's going to be leaving soon.
Yeah, I got her on here. I'm watching.
And yes, please do. Or I think you have my phone number now, so you can just text me. That's a lot easier for me. But if you need to like really talk about what's going on, feel free. Either way, I will definitely make sure I check my email if I don't hear from you, because this is a really huge part of my income, but it's also a huge part of what I'm trying to build as the Gemma Jade brand. All right, Monica. This card is the universe telling you that, yes, you are in an extremely complicated situation right now, and there may not be no way out, right? because right now you are in a dark night of the soul and it is time for learning lessons. I feel like eventually, like I told someone earlier, you're going to come out of this and start being like, oh, that's why that happened. Oh, now that, but that's not for a while off. I feel like you've just entered this time in your life where it seems like nothing is going right. And this is the universe really testing you to see the kind of faith you have in it, right? So for this next week, I want you, the universe wants you to try to meditate, pray if that's what you do, pray or meditate, either way. And maybe spend some time outside in the sun, spend some time outside in the moon. Try to commune with nature. Try to listen to the sound of spirit speaking to you, because you are going to get answers. There's no simple fix or quick way out of this one. Like, it's something that you have to learn from. And until the universe sees you learning from it and like not sitting there, and this is not indictment or a judgment. This is just what's coming in. Like, woe is me. Like, why is this happening to me? Yada, yada, yada. And if you're not doing that, you're going to be soon, because I feel like it's like very stressful. I feel a lot of pressure on me right now. The universe wants to see how you handle this. Okay. So you can come out of this more mature and spiritually stronger and ready for the abundance and blessing and to start the life you were meant to live. You are on the path to spiritual ascension, but it is a rough, rocky, and lonely one.
Okay. Chris and Merritt.
Tony the Rock fam, no, you didn't. No, you did not. I lived in Honesdale for a while. East Diamond Ave.
Small world.
Yeah, that's such a small, like, random place for someone to have lived. When did you live there? I think we might have talked about this before. When did you live there? I wonder if you know about the accident. Dun, dun, dun. That's all I think about when I think about Honesdale. Oh, and the Zolas. All right. I'm sorry. Who's next?
Either Merritt. You can do Merritt, then Chris.
Mermaid.
Yeah.
Mermaid, you weren't here last week when I introduced the new Mermaid deck, so of course. And by the way, guys, this is not the Mermaid deck I thought it was. I was looking for the Lucy Cavendish Mermaid deck. Rusty Palmer's. When? How is she your old lady and your roommate at the same time? Like, isn't it one or the other? Crowley, yeah. Honesdale is like, oh, I'm thinking Hazleton. But I lived in Honesdale too. That's where my son Logan was born, in Wayne County. It was like one of the nicest places in America to live, like in the top 10 list, like back in 2002. I lived there in 2000, the end of 2000 and the beginning of 2001. It's really, really west. Like, I think, yeah, it's like really. Blue Heron needs to be fit in early.
Yes, well. I'm doing it right now.
All right, Miss Mermaid, let's do this. 2010, so way after me. There was a little diner there, just like in the middle of town. It was a beautiful place to live, but there was like nothing there. I don't know if I would be able to take it now. Contemplation, Mermaid. These cards are not numbered. They're just in alphabetical order. Contemplate your current situation and allow your thoughts and feelings to flow. Use your mind in conjunction with your heart and think things through before making major decisions. Enjoying her time in contemplation, this mermaid uses her creativity to look at various outcomes and scenarios. The beauty of this is that it can be a fun and creative process, allowing you to imagine you're experiencing the things you're contemplating without doing anything in physical reality. It's a bit like trying before you buy or commit. This situation calls for you to think deeply, using your wisdom and imagination to arrive at wholesome solutions. Your feelings may be a bit confused right now, and you're prone to follow your heart, which is usually a good thing. This situation calls for you to use your mind, though, in conjunction with your heart, and think things through rationally before coming to any decisions, especially potentially life-changing ones. Contemplation is a type of meditation, only it entails engaging with your mind instead of trying to stop the thoughts. When you use your mind and heart wisdom in unison, it's possible to make major decisions in life knowing you've covered all angles and explored several options and outcomes in the safety of your own imagination. Perhaps someone close to you is contemplating their future. Let them know the importance of staying in a positive state of mind when going through this process, as what we project can come into being. So it's wise to be mindful of this as you contemplate and play with the possibilities. So, Marie, there's like a major decision I think that you've been trying to make for a while, right? And I feel like you go back and forth on it. Like, this is insane. Like, I can't do this. And then, like, I'm doing it. This is going to be awesome. On my course today, studying self-esteem, confidence, and personal reflection. Yeah. So this card is basically saying, like, literally sit there and imagine as though you're watching a movie what it's going to be like. That leap of faith, that jumping in and knowing the universe is going to catch you, that is not what this card is about. Okay. That is not part of the theme. This card is saying you must absolutely think this through. Imagine yourself being in both situations, doing whatever this is and not doing whatever this is. Bring your self-esteem into it. Are you latching onto an idea or a prospect because, you feel like, this is what you really need in your life? Or are you doing it because now you feel obligated to something? Like, say, a year ago, you told someone if they graduated college, you would give them $500. And like, now you have to think about like, oh man, I made this commitment. Now I'm stuck doing it and I don't really have $500. Is it that type of situation? Really take your time this week. Do not make any decisions this week if you don't have to. Like, I'm not talking about what to eat for dinner, but like, anything. I don't want to just say major either, because it's a little under major. Like, try to really start using your mind and heart wisdom together. And that's your mission for this week, is to learn how to do that. Start small. Andrew, what's up?
Read that before I tell you the next person.
Okay. I totally understand. Let me tell you. And I will tell you later. Monk life. I can't do it because someone will say I'm throwing up white supremacy signs like last time. Do you remember when I was on SOR and I was doing Fae Life? Somebody actually complained and said I was throwing up white supremacist gang signs.
Yeah.
And they had to take it out.
Did they really? I never knew.
Because they were going to report me to YouTube. Fae Life, that's what I was doing. Because they're F's, like for the alphabet, when you do like A, B, C, D, E, F,
Right.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know.
Hello, Sophia. You go, girl.
Hi, Sophia.
Chris
does have skinwalkers, baby girl. Every state has them. Everywhere in the world has them.
Yep.
I think the ones here, though, like on the East Coast, are more shapeshifter, less skinwalker, but they really do exist. Oh, Marie, you are so welcome. Love you so much. And I really did miss you. I was like, oh my God. I said it right last night. I was like, Marie hasn't been, because I lost.
She was so worried.
I'm not going to get personal and I'm not going to get upset, but I lost someone very close to the chat recently by simply telling the truth. And I was worried that I also lost you as well. So you saw my Facebook, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, I am the worst in the heat. Can I just tell you, like, my family dreads being in the heat with me because I am evil. Like, I think I literally sprout horns. Okay. Who's next?
Chris.
Sorry.
Chris.
Oh, Jarvis, of course. I'm going to use Mermaid for you too.
And then after Chris, you're going to do blue, and then your mom.
Okay. J2, hi.
Hey, J2.
Yeah, exactly. People ran out of stuff to complain about. And they're like, okay, Gemma's throwing up white supremacist signs. Some people just hearing my voice, like, say one word, just hate me. Like, absolutely hate me. For no reason other than how I look or like the way I say a certain word. And they really hate me. And I think that's the issue I had. Like, if you remember, I will tell you. If you remember the issues I had when I used to stream with Steve Stockton, right? it was nonstop bullying and harassment. I had that a lot on SOR too. Hey, Bat Mom, what's up, girl? Sandra, hi. All right, Jarvis, let's do this. Do the damn thing. Dive deep. I feel like you've gotten a card like this before. All right, Chris, dive deeply into your current situation to help reveal any hidden factors that are at play. Relax to feel comfortable and acclimatize to this new environment. Mermaids are very much at home in the watery world of emotions. Their environment is fluid, just like our emotions, always flowing and forever changing. As you dive into the depths of yourself, experience the magic and wonder of your beautiful inner world. Embrace this magical and vast aspect of yourself and know that you're timeless and limitless in the depths of your being. The journey within can go as deep as you wish and can be a powerfully transformational experience. You may like to explore the sacred practice of shamanism, which involves diving deep into our shadow side so we can become healed on deeper levels. Diving deep can reveal many inner mysteries. Learn to observe them with a clear perspective and try to do this without attachment to anything that's discovered. Allow revelations to happen naturally. One way to do this is to watch any inner discoveries as if you were watching a TV screen, but without any emotional attachment to what you're viewing. This is almost the same thing that Mairead got. Another meaning of this card is that you or someone else could be staying on the surface of a situation when it would be preferable to dive deep and explore the deeper meaning of what's really going on. It can take courage to do this, as we often fear the unknown, but usually the discovery isn't as bad as we think, and often it can bring joy and freedom, sometimes from years of avoidance. This card's meaning could also be literal. It could be telling you that it's time to go for a swim and or learn to dive. Jarvis, I feel like this card is telling you that you have some things you have to deal with. Some old mess that, keeps coming back up for some reason, right? Hold on. I just want to see if I got Casey's text, guys. Okay. Yes, Casey, I did get it, honey. If you're still in here, I just thought about it. It's telling you have to deal with these things, right? You have to learn to deal with issues in the past. And I feel like you do. Like, I feel like you're not someone who's like overly affected or like overly emotional, overly vulnerable, Chris. But I do feel like there's either something or someone from the past either lurking around right now, like ready to pounce to like aggravate you. And it could be an old emotion. It could be an old fear. It could be, an old relationship, a person, but there's something from your past that is lurking, that is coming up. And I think this week or next week, you're just going to have to face it and really deal with it to get it out of your life, to get it under control. I don't care what I look like. I've got to put my hair up. It's way too hot in here. Oh, you look beautiful, darling. All right, who's next? What? No, we're making good time. Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Now you got me all.
There's no room for no. My hair.
Blue.
I need a haircut.
Blue hair
on and then mom. Yes.
Right.
Blue. I'm going to use Delanoate.
I got a blue tongue.
Could even be a mindset. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, J2, thank you so much. Don't feel that way a lot of the time, but I do appreciate you guys. Always build my self-esteem up mentally and physically. Flashing those guns, that's right. Oh. Don't ever make that face again. Look, he got scared. He knows.
I'm going back to the ledge.
All right, blue. Blue bear.
Blue hair on booty shaker.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Sherry Bobbins. All right. My story. I'm a nanny, but a very unusual one, you might say. I come down from the sky when children need me. I bring magic within my bag. When I appear, get ready to dance on rooftops, to be transported into drawings, or to learn unpronounceable nonsense words. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But I also like discipline. I want things to be done efficiently and promptly, and when the wind changes, I must leave. But in the meantime, I fixed everything that needed fixing in the family I stayed with. My message, magic has to be mixed with discipline. Be creative, bring enchantment to this world, spread sparkles all around. but do not forget to incorporate a little etiquette and deportment. Order and method can do no harm to imagination. It's even the opposite. Magical creations can be magnified by some constraint. So stand up straight, tidy your room, and fly high in the sky. You might be overly focused on one area of your life right now. And I feel like that's okay to a point. I think this card is not saying that you are too overly focused or like you're neglecting other things, but I feel like it could be a warning that, you know, not to get so caught up in like, you are super independent and you have come so far since when I first met you. Like, I am so proud of you. The change in you, Blue, has been almost what I can call miraculous. You went from this really sweet, vulnerable kind of, and I mean no offense when I say this because I was the same way, this like kind of low self-esteem crap taker, everyone's whipping girl, to, oh, hell no, I know who I am. This is me, take it or leave it. And I'm really proud of you, but I feel like the universe is saying, just be sure that you don't turn or grow cold in the midst of finding that independence, of stepping into that power. I feel like there's someone this week who can need you, not an ex, who may be someone that you thought you were kind of done with. Again, not romantic, that you might want to reconsider maybe helping this person to the best of your ability. You can be strong and you can be spirited and you can be independent and amazing while still holding on to your heart. And I think you found an amazing balance with that. But the universe is saying, watch out that you don't get so focused on being independent that you turn cold. I can't see that happening, but if the universe is giving you that warning, it's for a reason. Mother. I am going to use the Ancestor Spirit cards for my mom. Even if she's not listening, she can always come back and listen. The reason I do that is not because I'm looking at the cards. It's because I'm just making sure they're not upside down, because some decks don't have a reversed meaning, and normally I don't, read reversals.
Hi, Mom.
Mom is here. We all love cryptids, and anytime they have to go outside in the dark, we get each other by saying, watch out for Wendigo or Skinwalker, and we scare each other. That's so funny. I am one of 5. My mom has 3. I'm her youngest. My dad has 3. I'm his oldest, right? I'm the only one between my mom and dad, and I'm the middle out of the 5 of us. Talk about craze. But it's funny because then I have all sons. I have my one daughter, but the children that I've raised, my sons. And we're the same in our family, not with cryptids, but with ghosts and spirits and like demons. Forget it. Like, we prank each other. like you wouldn't even believe some of the crap we've pulled on each other. All right, Mother Dearest. She hates when I call her that. All right. Yes, Damien started his job as a landscaper today. I'm super proud. I think I said that before. My oldest son started his pizza job the other day. So my kids are doing good things. My son Logan is about to open his own business in construction at 21. So pretty proud mama. My daughter pulled out of the emo phase almost overnight, and now we can go makeup and do our nails, and I'm really excited about it. All right, Mom, you got earth magic, nature, rituals, and charms.
Oh, my dad hated me when I was a punker. I fight care.
That's one thing I can say about my mom. She didn't let me get piercings. She didn't let me dye my hair. She let me a little bit, but she did put that on me. Like, I think it was more my stepfather, but whatever, like, music I was into, whatever I wanted to do, my mother always supported it. She never said like, oh, that's weird, or like, she accepted my punk rocker friends into the house just like she accepted anyone else. Like, I think that's the healer in her. Do you know what I mean? I never had that where like my mom was like, that's odd. You know what I mean? She was always like, oh, well, that's what you want to do, you know, really chill about things. Cause I was that kid. Like, I was always an honor roll student. I always, you know, for the most part, listened, got good grades. Like, so there, she always said there's really like no reason to have to like punish you or to.
No, I was the quiet one.
Because I proved my responsibility at a very young age.
Yeah, I was a quiet one. You never bugged me.
Earth magic. The ancestors speak. Take a look at your everyday rituals and charms. Find ways of bringing some magic into your daily routine. Watch the sunrise or dip your toes in the ocean and invite the wonder and healing of nature to your world. Incorporate ritual into your spiritual practices. Herbs, crystals, or natural remedies may hold an answer for you. And I just gave you 2 new crystals. Divinatory meaning, learn more about earth and water spirits and how you can connect with their energy in and around your environment. Go to a place in nature that draws you, such as a forest, mountain, river, or the sea. Once you feel you're at the right place, psychically protect yourself, quiet in your mind, and meditate and focus on what you feel around you and what you see in your mind's eye. You may be surprised at the nature spirits you sense around you. This card may also be prompting you to make a talisman for yourself or to carry a protective crystal with you. Mother, one of the crystals I gave you that you keep on your bedroom dresser, or better yet, I will find you something like a howlite that suits you that you can wear on your person or in your purse at all times. I feel like what this is saying, Mom, is like, even when sitting on your porch, and I know you love to watch the animals go by, like, try to connect with them. Try to sit there quietly, clear your mind, and watch what they're doing and see if you get any telepathic messages. You know, if you feel like going to the ocean, go. Like, I know that sounds crazy to you, but the universe is kind of trying to push you out of your comfort zone so that you can become one with nature. You're a Cancer, right? You're July 18th Cancer. That's pretty Cancer-y, if you ask me. And I feel like you do need to be at the ocean every once in a while, and you do need to be around water. I feel like the universe is trying to invite ritual and magic into your routine, mainly probably because of what you're dealing with. Lara, I definitely will do that. Mainly because of what you're dealing with in the house. So what I'll do is I'll work on finding some crystals or bracelets, Lotus Girl, for you, and help you, show you a little meditation ritual that you can do every day to kind of clear your mind and calm yourself, and block out a little bit of the negative energy that is still unfortunately there with you. I think the universe is telling you, like, it's time for you to take steps as well. So I think I'm going to have to involve you next time, just a tiny little bit, in telling them to get out. Talk to a certain bird. It just looks at me like it knows I'm talking to it. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Now, if you clear your mind, you may be able to actually hear something back. And that'll sound crazy to most people, wrenches, but in this community, it's not. 17, 14, 13, and 7. I have almost 23. Let me see. Logan was 2001. So, okay, just turned 21, almost 23, almost 18, and my youngest will be 4 next week. And then I have a 13-year-old daughter that will be 14 this year. My niece has 4 girls. Yeah, a lot of estrogen. So Mom, that's really good. And the squirrels and the birds, even ghost dogs, call ghost dog over.
And
Ghost dog.
And you boo-booed.
Mom, those are what we call trolls, and they come in to try to disrupt the stream and cause me aggravation. That's why I don't even acknowledge them. My wrenches take care of it and get them out. Whack, whack. My mom doesn't know what trolling is, so it's people that come in purposely who either don't like me or have something against what I'm doing, and they come in to do that to try to distract me from my purpose. Who's next?
Blue, if you haven't done her yet. Blue hair on, if you haven't done her yet.
I did Blue. Can we do Sophie? Okay. You've got to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's cyberbullying, Mother. All right, Sophia. I'm going to use Witch's Wisdom for you, okay? And we'll see what comes up there. I always do, Mother. I'm a best-selling author. Yay! They do it on everyone's streams, yeah. Yeah, people who don't have a life. You guys are all right on. It's just losers. They're turds. All right. Miss Sophia, what is in store for you this week? Dragons at 9:20. We'll take a break. Is that good with you? You're welcome.
Yes.
Paranormal Pixie, my husband calls me La Pita for that exact reason. Trolls be strolling. You got Magic Circle, and it's the card of protection. Sorry, they're in alphabetical order. Here it is. All right, Sophia. Caution, stop. 'Tis time to warn. Now step into a circle drawn. Protection used both night and day keeps you safe, sends harm away. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There it is. Magic Circle appears when caution is advised. This message comes as a warning for someone is being untrue. Don't be fooled by appearances or sly words that are formed to lure you in. Withdraw before it's too late. Protection is your greatest ally and calls you to take preventative measures to ensure safety. It is a witch's responsibility to put protection in place whenever magical work is performed. In fact, it's good practice to protect yourself every day, whether you are consciously working with spirit or not. That's so true. I forget all the time. Drawing a circle around you, whether physically with salt or chalk or in the mind's eye, is a strong form of protection. It can protect you against unwanted energies directed by other people, such as psychic attacks, negative thought forms, and from locations such as old buildings. You are not in immediate danger right now, but need to be in a place of awareness to take necessary steps of prevention. I think this is about that person who is kind of like cyber cheating. I don't even know how to explain this person. Okay, like this person, he or she keeps coming up and in every reading, and I just feel like I don't feel like anybody is like attacking you psychically right now, but I feel like this person is accidentally causing you to maybe lose touch with reality a little bit. Let's see the rest of this. Improve your protection. Intense focus and intention are needed when concentrating on protection. Keep thoughts and ideas to yourself. Do not trust simply on face value. Learn and practice thorough protection techniques. You are protected from all harm. First, remove all negative energies in the room by scattering salt, water, or specifically prepared incense or herbs. Once prepared, mark the circle using sea salt. Then, using your athame, wand, or power finger, cast your magical circle around you. Desoil, sunwise. Desoil, sorry, I thought it said desoil. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Sunwise, reciting your incantation of power and protection in order to banish all unwanted energies. This is exactly, I'm just saying what my sprays are for. But do a salt protection around your property. Black salt I would use. And I don't think you need to go full holy tar water, but I would use some uncrossing spray. You can make it homemade. You can order it, or, you know, at the very least, picture yourself in a circle of protection, because I feel like there is going to be a personal attack, not psychically, and I don't think it's going to be on purpose, attack of your emotions, your vulnerability. Don't tell anyone your secrets this week, and ask for proof of whatever people are saying to you, because there's a couple people, one specifically, that you cannot trust. And this person has been showing his or her, I'll say their, true colors more and more as the days go by. And for some reason, you're still being pulled into whatever this is. Don't go into get rich quick schemes. Don't sign any important paperwork this week. Picture yourself at the very least encompassed in Christ lights or a circle of souls. It's not he's attacking you. It's someone else's energy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mike Roberts.
Mike, it's only fair that I use the deck you so generously brought me. Hilton, you should have said something, and then I would have read for you. Hit me up if you want a personal, or next time just let us know that you're only on your lunch break.
Please.
Hilton, it's nice to see you. Thank you. All right, Mike. Ancestor Spirit, these beautiful cards. Yes, Mike, we can wait. Sure. I'll still use that deck, though. Who's next?
Well, if Mike's waiting, let me make sure I put him down. I crossed him off. Melissa, but I don't think she's here anymore.
Melissa Nicole.
And then Donna, that's up to you.
Donna's sleeping.
Yeah. And then Paradox, if he ever came back.
He never came back.
Nut Slap.
Is he still here?
I
You're
don't know.
welcome, Sophia. Anybody that he just said still here, let me know. Oh my God.
Yes, I know. I've been reporting them like crazy.
Because they're changing one word and then
Yeah.
they're back in.
You got to report them every time.
Yep. Carly, yeah, I mean, if she's here, she's here. Mike, I can wait. Nutslap's here. I always feel so weird saying that. I'm going to use the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck on you, sir.
Oh, she's here. Melissa's here. too.
Okay.
So you can do them too.
All right, I'm going to do Mr. Nutslap, and then Melissa, it's going to be you. Hilton, all right, cool. But next time, if you want to let us know.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
You have a good one, Hilton. Take
No
care.
timeouts, just report and buy.
Yep.
No, Mike, I've got other people. I've got Nutslap and then Melissa, so don't worry about it, sweetie.
You're too nice.
Road trip. Mr. Slap. Guys, thank you so much. With the wind in their hair, a cozy couple sets off on a road trip to somewhere. They haven't decided where they want to go because they know in their happy hearts that the destination isn't as important as the company. In this case, their small-winged friend who has been invited along gets to determine which way the wind will blow them. He isn't a navigator so much as an instigator. All three are traveling light with no maps and no expectations. They're taking their time so they don't miss anything. They're ready for everything. Where will your adventurous heart take you next? Who will ride beside you? Take these lessons from the gentle creatures to heart. Remember that you can choose the direction or let the direction choose you. The same goes for those who travel with you. Sometimes you want a tried and true friend along for grand adventures. Other times it's exciting to find the courage to venture out alone and trust the winds of fate to invite new acquaintances to join your journey. You could be meeting some new people this week who, you find interesting. Three Souls, hi! Who you find interesting, who, you want to get to know more about. Just meeting new people. Could be over the internet, it could be people in here, or it could be people in your actual life. I feel like what this card is saying could be a real actual road trip that you're going on solo or with someone. But I'm getting more of a feeling that it's just like a new adventure you're embarking on, a new job, a new home, a new something that really makes your spirit rise and makes you happy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be prepared in the next week or two, possibly by the end of July. I don't usually go that far in these readings, but I am seeing like a little bit further down the line this month that you're going to just embark on a new adventure, something that you didn't think you were going to be doing. It's going to be an offer that's offered to you. It's going to be something that's offered to you that you're like, you know what? F it. I'm just going to go along for the ride. New England Dirt Roadie, yes, of course, until 10:30 Eastern. You got an hour and a half. You good.
No, you're too late. You blew it this time.
Three Souls. If you have to leave, though, let me know. All right, Melissa, you're up. And I'm going to use the De La Nuits. No, New England, you're not beat. You're good.
I'm just picking on you.
Ange, hi.
I don't even see her. How'd you get her before me?
I don't know. I don't usually watch on YouTube.
Weird. That's twice now that's happened. Usually I'm watching YouTube too, and it's usually
Melissa. Sorry. Melissa Nicole, you got card number 21, Marita. My story. I am a Scottish princess. My mother wanted me to get married and behave like a proper lady, but I had other plans and didn't care about getting a husband. I loved practicing archery or swordplay, riding my horse through the Highlands. I love my freedom. A wicked witch transformed my mother into a bear for some time, but oddly, this whole adventure helped us understand each other way more. She didn't say way more, just more, but I said way more. My message, whatever it is they want you to be, you don't have to live according to their plans and or rules. Even though they mean well, your freedom has to speak first. You are who you are, and that is absolutely okay. Don't try to fit in. Don't deny yourself. It can't do you any good. No. The path won't always be easy, but it is the only one that can lead you to serenity. Trust my word and do not try to conform to the wishes of others. Be your own and only ruler. Crowley, I can't. You got to wait at least like 10 minutes, dude, because I'm channeling right now. I love you, but I'm channeling. I can't have guests. Crowley made an appearance, guys. I'm sorry, but I can't have guests when I'm channeling. Melissa, this is saying, like, you don't have to play by anybody else's rules. You don't have to just go with the program. Like, you know who you are inside. It doesn't matter if you feel like it's right or if some other people feel like it's right or they're making you question. Nutslap, I definitely will. Yes. Right after stream, I'll try. I feel like they're people are making you question who you are. They're like, it's okay. Melissa, I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get really distracted. Don't be sorry. It's no big deal. They're making you question who you are, and they're making you question your reality and like what's normal. Like you start to think that things that are totally not normal, not acceptable, not okay, are normal. And you're like, is it just me? I feel like there's a lot of that going on, and a lot of that's been going on. And once again, the universe is telling you that you really, really have to deal with this. You really have to step into your power and move forward from it. Be who you were truly meant to be, and you'll be able to live the life you were truly meant to live. Don't sit somewhere and stay stagnant because something's comfortable or usual for you. Okay? It's really time for you to move on from either certain people or a certain person. I do feel like there's tons of pressure on you, but I feel your comfort, and I feel you looking like, this is what I could be doing. This is what I could be, but it's going to be so hard and it's going to cause such anger. And who wants to deal with that crap? You have to deal with it because you are not on your life path right now because of who or whatever this is. And I'm sorry to get so serious, but I'm getting like a really I want to cry feeling from this. Because you're not achieving your life's goal or purpose because of who or whatever this is bringing you down and making you feel like, you're not safe to be yourself. I had a card stuck to me. Guys, I need to take another potty break. Ghostdragonzw, you ready?
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Smoke them if you got them. Please, please, please don't leave. We will be right back. We've been at it for like 2 hours now, so it's a little.
I gotta go check on my dad.
All right, be right back. You guys know who we're missing tonight? I didn't see Blue Crossroads and Shauna. I hope they're okay. Carly,
Yeah,
that is no big deal. I recovered. I take reading really seriously, though, so don't hold it against me.
when you're ready, just let me know.
Sandra, congratulations. I am not yet a grandmother, but I feel it coming. One of my older sons, I think it's going to be the oldest one. I think Kyle. Could be Logan, too, though. I don't know. Better not be Damien. All right. Who's next? Latro, hi.
Hello. Ralph, if he's still here.
Ralph and Cassie Francis, are you here? You're the next contestant on the Gemma Jade Party Show. I'm gonna use the Divine Circus. SMB like works at this time, and she drives, so it's hard for her to be here. And I don't know what's going on with Be Kind. Okay, Ralph. I will say that I'm not sure that Be Kind is going to be in the streams anymore. I know she was busy with her like her drawing. She had like this art class thing, and I honestly don't know what happened there. Something happened there, but I'm not going to publicly talk about it. I love her. I hope she comes back to us. Sometimes when people are on this journey, they think they want to know things, and then I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking in general. And then when they know them, they can't unknow them. And I think that's what some people may be going through here. All right, Ralph, let's do this. I hate when like 5 cards fall out. Like, why can't just 1 fall out? All right, Ralph. The Juggler. You're taking on too much at once, sir. Card number 30, but it's not bad. Never bad. When the universe gives me a bad message, they always give me something good to go with it. Many projects in the air, aspirations and inspirations everywhere. Action to take, commitments to make, and yet another will soon join the fray. Say yes, do not delay. It will all work out in the perfect way. You are capable of many things, Ralph, and you are too important an asset to the plan of love on this planet to be left idle. So life, the universe, and your own creative urges will ask a lot of you. There will be many inspirations, ideas, and dreams that you will yearn to bring to life into the world. You might wonder if it's all a bit too much for any one person to handle. You might feel you are juggling so much already that if even one more demand or idea comes through, you'll drop the balls already in the air and the whole damn thing will come undone. The juggler is the master multitasker. He brings the skills, wisdom, and tricks you need to not only successfully bring to life all of your current dreams and ideals, but to be open to even more flowing through you. How can you do this without getting overwhelmed? How can you do this without becoming drained or exhausted? How can you do this without getting stuck in fantasy and failing to really launch, ground, and build each idea in the physical world, going through the rigors of taking a dream and turning it into a reality? He has the inside track. He knows 3 tricks on how to make this work. First, if you are overwhelmed, you are letting yourself get ahead of yourself, allowing your mind to move too fast into the future, too far into the future. Bring it back now. Bring it back to now, or just to what can be done now. Let tomorrow take care of itself. Secondly, prioritize. What do you need to do most today, and what can be left until later? And thirdly, remember that the Divine Circus is a troupe, a group filled with solo performers, but it is with their efforts combined that magic is created. So ask for help and remember that your individual success is actually part of the greater group success. The universe wants you to succeed. It will keep an eye on the pots on the boil whilst you stir the one that is bubbling over now. The juggler lets you know that you are going to manage all that is going on in your life if you remember to stay present and relax, deal with what is immediately happening, and not worry about any other distractions. You'll not only handle all that's currently going on, but when another opportunity heads your way, you'll add it to the mix with grace rather than ending up with egg all over your face. Aaron, hi. Yep, every week I go until there's no more left or it's 11:15. So, Ralph, what this card is saying is, yeah, like you've been through a lot, like we all have. And right now you may feel like it's all a bit too much. Like, what is it for? Like, you cannot take any more. Don't think about what's next. Like, not don't think about what's next. Obviously, you want to think about your future and plan for it, but don't think about like what's going to be next. Like, what's the next thing that's going to happen? Think about the next positive thing that's going to happen, right? Think about the next thing that is going to be amazing and wonderful in your life. Focus on right now, as hard as that may be. Even if you have to do sleep meditations with subliminal messages to help you focus, Ralph, I actually want you to do that this week, okay? So try to stay present in the moment and not pull yourself into the future or back into the past. I feel a lot of looking back, like I keep seeing this. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that area of your life. No matter how bad you want to go back and change things, you can't. So stay focused on what you can do. And what you can do is what you can do right now. You know that old adage or that old saying, you know, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today? Scrap that this week. I want you to put off everything you can put off for tomorrow and focus only on what you're doing today.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Laura. Miss Pixie.
Miss Lara. That was obnoxious. Dylan waits. These cards are a little bit hard to shuffle this way because there's not many of them. There's only like 30 cards, I think. Oh, Ralph, thank you so much. Miss Pixie. Mike has he's either a healer or like me, a messenger, a listener. I think more listener. Ralph, seriously, everybody who's donated super chats, super stickers, super thanks. I don't know what they are. I really want to see. And PayPal and CashApp, especially because I get all of that at once. But this really works well because it adds to my end of the month pay. Because ads, I only get like $27. Doing big things, but I'll get there someday. And you guys make it all worthwhile. I absolutely love what I do. I love that I can do it from home. And I'm sorry to go on a rant, but I have to thank you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart for making this possible for me. Now, who pulled the mermaid?
Laura.
Miss Pixie, you got card number 17, the Little Mermaid. My story. I loved him so much. He was so handsome. I saved him from drowning, but he was a human prince, and I was a mermaid living under the water. Such an impossible love. So I went to see the witch. I went to see the sea witch and made a dangerous bargain with her. I gained human though hurtful legs. Alas, the prince chose another woman. My heart broke, for I sacrificed and endured so much for this man. In despair, I chose death and went to heaven at last. These must be the Brothers Grimm tales. My message: something is not very healthy and very fair in here. It seems that you're the one making all of the effort. You're swimming into troubled waters. Beware dishonest bargains. You have high hopes and pure love, but a love that leads you to hurt and sacrifice yourself is not true love. The same applies for any kind of relationship or circumstance. Save yourself from this dead-end story and go find some brighter sea elsewhere. Lara, this is a pretty important message. You know, are you giving too much to a person, romantic or otherwise, or to a situation? Do you know what I mean? It's like you're taking someone's word at face value, and it's like, if you do this, this, and this, like say it's a boss, right? Your boss at work, say you're a waitress, and he tells you, if you work overtime and every day for the next 15 days, I'll make sure that I raise your pay by $2, but you have to do this first. So you're just taking on face value that he's going to be true to his word, and you're working your butt off, and you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, and then the end of the time is up, and he's like, you totally misunderstood me. I didn't say that. That's the kind of situation you're leading yourself into. So what or whoever, and I think whoever this is pops into your head immediately. maybe you got to take some time to think about it, but I don't think so. They're not being truthful with you about what it is they want. And everything that you're sacrificing and giving, that's just another sacrifice and gift, because they're not planning on keeping their end of the bargain. I was thinking that too, the mermaid card for Mermaid, but instead it was for the pixie.
Okay,
Question-
Tony. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I should be sorry for talking. Questioning a particular thing or person. Yeah. Your instincts are on point with that. I would end it as quickly as possible. I'm sorry, who?
Tony.
Tony the Rock fan. Into the Lonely Woods. Guys, don't forget, my new book is out, Encounters with Evil, 101 True and Terrifying Tales. It's on Amazon. If you want a signed copy, hit me up through email or text, and I will get it and send it to you. And if you don't have Missing the Fae Theory, same thing. Just saying.
Very
All
good.
right.
I've read it like 6 times out of boredom.
I'm sorry, what?
I've read it 6 times out of boredom. I read all my books. Now I'm rereading books again.
That's what everyone is doing. They're like, I just randomly am opening to stories. I'm like, hey, just make sure you read all of them. I noticed one mistake, though, that is totally my fault, because when it comes back from editing, I'm supposed to read through the entire thing and pull out anything that the editors missed. And I missed 2 things. According to Steve Stockton, the word Cherokee is spelled wrong in one of the stories, but we don't know where. And demon in the car, I don't know how that ended up being car, and I don't know how it slipped through editing, because there is nothing about a demon being in a car. It's supposed to be called demon in a closet, in the closet.
Oh.
So those are the mistakes.
Oops.
It happens. There's some mistake on page 30.
I've seen worse than that in books, believe me.
I find mistakes in Stephen King books, you know.
Oh, I do all the time.
Guys. Yeah, Bat Mom, absolutely. Your instincts are on point. All right, Tony. I use her first book as a guide on the little people. I'm actually honored, because I was waiting to be the fate expert, because I know so much about them, and I'm telling you guys, after the next book, and there's going to be at least 2, possibly like 4 to 5 more on the shadow entities. This next one is about them, and I think this is really going to be my introduction into professional shadow person investigation, because I really am neck deep in research. Johnny Yuma, hey!
Hey, Johnny.
Just like I was in Fae research, and I could do another book on fairies any day of the week. This one became a bestseller the same day it was released, last Thursday, so I'm super excited, because now I am and will always be best-selling author Gemma Jade, and that is what I always wanted to be when I grew up. That, and I wanted to work for the FBI, and I wanted to model. I wanted to do all 3 of those things. Yeah, and I would love to hear it. All right, Tony, sorry. Death moves amongst us. Card number 25. Lucy Cavendish has got to be one of my, if not the most favorite of my, like, the Oracle creators. Can't stop until I have a full bookcase of autographed Gemma Jade books. Well, don't stop, because I'm hoping they renew my contract. I had a little tiff with my publisher a couple times. I don't accept ass holiness. He's a really, really nice guy, but he's like a Gemini, so he stresses out super easily.
Mm-hmm.
Death moves amongst us. Tony, with the full expression of this life comes the knowledge that death walks among us. Within every breath and every step dwells the mortality so many fear. Do not deny this ending. Honor those who have left this life with ceremony, ritual, and respect. Acknowledge that they are no longer here in the same way, for there will be many deaths in your life. Learn to live with this truth so that death is not a fearful enemy, but a gateway to another life. You have been so many forms. Before we can become again, we must pass through death's gateway and let our souls wander free for a time. We can then wisely choose what comes next on the path of the soul. Definitely a death of something. This is not saying that someone you know is going to die, but it actually could be saying that. But I don't want to put you in like this worrisome mode. what it actually I'm getting is that there's a death of something coming, something you've longed for that you're finally giving up on, something you've been working for that you finally realize just is not going to work, the death of a very long-term relationship, a commitment. There's something that's very important to you that it's like over and done with. There's no saving it. There's no point in trying. And what this card is saying is like, this is exactly what you contracted, what the other person contracted, or what the other like people involved in the situation. This is all a contracted deal. So you've all learned what you've needed to learn, and now it's just time to move forward and just move on from it. Don't really mourn it. Just understand that it is what it is. I know that's easier said than done, but the sooner you can understand that and really just be like, okay, that's it, moving forward. Stop trying to change the fates, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, something's coming in this week or next week. It's just like it's over. I'm just getting like a door slamming in my face. Like it's done. There is no correcting or fixing this. Just move on from it, whatever it may be.
Casey.
Casey, I'm going to use the witching hour. And we could do Mike. Mike, are you still driving?
I was going to ask, but I wasn't sure.
Good night, Ralph. Please hit me up with your address info, and I'll get you a book as soon as possible. Probably within the next week, I'll be mailing it out. Actually, within the next week, I'll be mailing it out. Blue Crossroads, hi. I just said I missed you and Shauna tonight.
We said it 3 times. He showed up.
What?
We said it 3 times and he showed up.
Oh, I thought you said it. You already said it 3 times, so shut up. I was like, who are you?
No. I said he said it 3 times and he showed up.
Can you write Dark Oracle next? Do you want, Tiffany, the actual Dark Oracle deck, or do you want like a darker Oracle deck? Because there is, Dark Mirror Oracle deck. That makes more sense. Yes, I have it. I'll have to get up and get it, but no problem at all.
Got it written down.
Okay. Blue Crossroads says, hey, folks, checking in. Been instructing in class on Predator, telegraphing body language, and a little on weapons of opportunity. Hope all are well. You are so badass. All right, Miss Casey. You got the Blue Moon, Honoring the Past, card number 31. The waxing blue moon represents a time to honor your past. Here, the maiden is pictured cradling a skull in her hands, honoring the dead or those who have gone before. This is almost the exact same card as what I just read for Tony. The raven represents prophecy and insight into the past, where she can grasp the full meaning of how those experiences have impacted her life. This goes right on with the theme I've been talking about all night. It is time to recognize what is past in your life. Understand that without those bygone days, you would not be the person you are today. It may be that you honor the past. It may be that you honor the past you, the unenlightened you, the you who did not know back then. Maybe it is time to praise the integrity of someone in your past, like a parent or a friend. This person's advice may have led you to the right path. Think about the lessons learned and let those ethics and morals guide you in the future. Mom, I'm so sorry. I love you. Good night. I will talk to you this week or definitely Sunday. Casey, this is kind of almost the exact same thing I just said to Tony. It's like, it's time to understand that everything happens for a reason. You know, if there's something or someone in your past that you're still holding on to, even just a little bit, and like living in a little bit of like a sort of regret, the universe is really pushing you this week to start moving on. Like, there is no repairing it. Even if, like, just say it was a long-term relationship and you thought that this was the one. And this is just an example. Take it how it resonates for you, because it's hard to do a full reading in one card. And it ended and you were just devastated. And now all of a sudden this person's coming back in and wants to. So you can technically fix it. But the universe is saying it's just going to be a complete waste of time because it's not meant for you. So there are some things in your past that you may be looking back on and like maybe longing for, or
you could be just thinking like, hey, if so-and-so didn't introduce me to that person, then this wouldn't have happened, and really appreciating the people who have come into your life to guide you in the past. Who's next?
Cisco. Change.
All right, Cisco.
Chance. I'm sorry.
I'm going to use the Halloween Oracle on you.
Sorry about that.
From the second you walked into this stream, I have been thinking about the Halloween Oracle for you. Yeah, don't fix it. Even if it's broken. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's meant to be broken. All right, Cisco. All right, can I stop you? You need to back up. Back it up. Dawn, the light after the darkness. Beautiful owl on this card representing wisdom. Oh, Mike, you're so welcome. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise, the dawn will always come. This can be no surprise. Whilst midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn, like werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active whilst the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn heralded both hope and new life. Goddesses such as Eostri and gods like Helios and Apollo were those who brought new life and the dawn's light into the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful hero's paths repeated over and over again in mythology. Sorry, I need a drink. Should you receive the dawn card, you are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem now. Hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. Okay. Just let me take a sip of my water, please. All right. So this card is a really amazing card because it literally says that you're coming through your dark night of the soul. Like, your time of mourning and suffering and pain is basically over. Just for now. Every time I take a sip of water, I think of you, Shauna, and Edna, like, even during the day. Cisco, this card is saying, like, you have the power to turn everything around by just having hope in your heart. Positive manifestation, positive affirmations. I feel like that could be something you've been doing. The universe is telling you, keep up with it, okay? Don't stop. You are moving through this dark night. Pretty soon, none of it's going to affect you anymore. And you may even look back and laugh, like, how did I even get disturbed by that? There's something that you're feeling is or was detrimental to you. But in a few months, it's going to be like, I'm glad that happened because this, that, and the other happened because of it. This is more than knowledge. This is more than knowing. This is a deep ingrained wisdom, okay, that you know why certain things happen to you, and you're able to accept them and move forward from them with grace and happiness and gratefulness. And if you don't feel like I'm talking about you, you will within the next couple of weeks. This is coming in, a new dawn, a rebirth of who and what you are. This is probably the best card I pulled all night. So true. Sweetly Morbid Bear, my beautiful elfin goddess, how are you? Oh, let me get Tiffany's deck real quick. Are you serious? It's all the way down here. Where is it? Give me 1 sec. I just have to find it. I have so many.
Man, too many.
Got it.
Hold on, she's got to open the secret door to the safe of cards.
Yeah, I wish I had that much space to fit a safe. I'm in a corner of my master bedroom. Like, do I deserve an office yet? Aaron Billings, thank you so much. Guys, I really appreciate it. I so do. All right, Miss Tiffany. I got your Dark Mirror deck here. Sweetly Morbid Bear, so nice to see you. I did get your text. Tiffany, you're so welcome. No worries. I usually keep this deck out too. It's just I'm trying to like minimize. Like every week I'm like, I'm just gonna pull like 10 decks and then I get stuck with like 30. Okay, so I guess that's your card. Downcast Pride. Card number 20 in the Dark Mirror deck for Miss Tiffany. And remember, these are translated from Italian, so they're a little off grammatically. Moon phase new, stage depression. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. The eyes, dark with dried blood tears, look downwards. The face of a dark-skinned, beautiful elf with gold laurels among her hair is stern and motionless. Roots plunge into her body from a golden collar. The sky behind her is as gray as concrete. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the gray sky. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it as we strip day by day of our dignity in order to avoid conflict with a world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility or through an hidden core of identity. Sometimes we don't use the best part of us, but rather we draw from the ugliest. We survive and bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. We are deluded when we think that we are only sacrificing our pride. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't it sad? Honestly, the true delusion is our faith in fall and winter, while we discard spring and summer as fairy tales. The sky can change color too. As long as we sometimes look up, we will notice it. Okay, this is a lot, but not really. Tiffany, what this card is saying is like a lot of it has to do with like perpetual people pleasing, avoiding conflict at all costs. And for what? Like, why not stand up for yourself? You know, why not say, no, I don't agree with that. No, I can't do that. This is who I am. I'm not going to do that. But instead, we go forward day by day, just accepting what's being told to us and what's being given to us and what people are saying or who people are saying that we are. I don't know exactly what your situation is here. This card is a little confusing. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with you not standing up for yourself and you thinking that maybe you're not worth standing up for yourself, okay? Is there someone like bullying you, repressing you, abusing you in some way? It doesn't have to be physical violence. I feel like there's definitely someone who's making you feel less than, and you're just accepting it as you are less than. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then unfortunately something is coming in for you in the next week or two where you're going to feel really, what's up 405er? You're going to feel really suppressed, feeling stagnant and stuck. This card is so many terrible things that you could be feeling and enduring. And it's just saying, wake up, you know, look up at the sky, watch it change as the day goes by, you know, from dawn to dusk to night to full dark, right? Do you see stars? Like, what do you see? Pay attention to what and who is around you. Cisco, I appreciate that. Thank you. Pay attention to what and who is around you, what and who you let in. And this week, do not trust anybody or anything at face value. You need to figure out a way to pull yourself out of this low self-esteem mode that somebody else is putting you in. So probably should get rid of that person.
Hey, Mr. Lurksala. Mr. Lurksala. Lurk. Yeah, I can talk. Mr. Lurksala.
We love you anyway. Know that you're worthy. Yes, absolutely.
Mr. Lots, are you here?
Mr. Lurker.
Lurker? Come on. Quit lurking and get in here. Okay. If they don't answer, Andrew, you still, yep, Andrew's here. You can go ahead and do Andrew.
All right, Andrew, I am going to use the energy and spirit. If you're looking for me, I'll be on my block with the thing cock, possibly sitting on drops, cause I'm a rider. I'm just a soul survivor. We are in a new moon, positively. What's up, Paul? That's why I got my moon shirt and my moon earrings on. Just giving it a couple shuffles. Shuffle every day. I'm shuffling. I don't know what's going on. Andrew, you got card of confusion, card number 13, and you got it in the reversed. Many choices and uncertainty. The confusion card reversed marks a time of greater peace and understanding. The path ahead becomes clear and you feel more purposeful and directed than ever before. This is an auspicious time, for you now have the power to make a decision that truly resonates with your purposes and desires. You also have the insight to determine the kind of action necessary to make those dreams a reality. Trust your heart and make a plan. If this card is near the Conscious Steps card, which is not, know that your inner strength and clarity will carry you through a beneficial outcome, Your affirmation for this week: I release doubt and the need for certainty. I am comfortable making choices and taking action. I believe in myself. So, Casey, I read for you, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hit me up later. I usually just go to bed right out because it takes me like an hour to put all this away into. But, yeah. Love you, girl. So you're finally coming to, I think, actually not finally. I feel like, Andrew, you've been in clarity for a while, like knowing that you're fulfilling your purpose, happy where you are in life. Yeah, everybody has problems, but I see you totally out of the dark night of the soul, doing your thing, doing big things. There is no more confusion for you for the most part. You make choices confidently. You know what you want. You're out there trying to get it. I really just feel like this is the universe saying, you know, good job. Once a week, someone gets a card where it's just like a pat on the back. It's a, hey, you're doing great. Nothing to see here. And I feel like that's your card this week, Andrew. The universe is saying you are right on track. Keep handling your handle. Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, the book really said it all on that one. Next.
Okay. Pam Smith, if she's still here.
Johnny, good night. Next time, let me know you're not staying too long, and I will read for you. Yes, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Johnny Yuma, if you want a reading right now, I can do it. Let me know.
And then she was here. I don't know where she went now, but and then Hope Wolf is set too, and Johnny if he sticks around.
Ow. Yeah, I definitely will.
Pam's here.
Oh, I got to do Mike as well. So I'll
do I got
Mike
him into. Yeah, go ahead and do him first, then Pam, then you can do Pam Smith, and then Hope.
Mike, Pam, and Hope. All right, so this is for Mike Roberts. He goes, so my phone died. Luckily, I forgot to give you. All right, Hope, you're after Pam, who is after Mike, who I am reading for now. And of course, I'm using Ancestor Spirit. And again, I want to thank you so much for your generosity. I got the the symbol of the 7 Archangels necklace as well, charging with my dragon pendant on my wall above my mantle. It did work out, yes. I'm going to do it right now. Lotus girl. Explore your creative side. Lotus, did you see the Tektite that I purchased and it finally came? Visualize, paint, and record.
Oh, we got to squeeze Aaron Billings in too because they were getting ready. It's his first reading.
Who?
Aaron Billings. He never had a reading before.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Aaron, it'll be Mike, who I'm reading for now, Pam,
Hope, and then
you.
And then Aaron.
All right, Mike. The ancestors speak. Get your artistic energy flowing. Try to make time for yourself to paint, write, sing, play, bake, or build every day. Even if you can only find a few minutes at a time, regularly engaging your imagination will make a noticeable difference to your energy. You do not have to be an artist, musician, or chef. When you start thinking more creatively, you invite inspiration and ingenuity to everything you do. Divinatory meaning. When you unlock your imagination, you're opening yourself to healing energy from the universe. Creativity is connected to your passion, your solar plexus, and your sexual chakras. Monk life. It is also linked to life force and positive energy. When you are not using your creativity, you can feel sort of restless, frustrated, or numb. Re-energized by painting, planting, sewing, singing, playing, or thinking outside the box. This card also encourages you to look for a unique solution to a problem. So, basically what this card is saying is, yeah, it is pretty awesome. You've got to stop. I feel weird saying that, but you've got to stop being like so rational about everything, right? And I feel like you are. I feel like you've been talking to me a lot. You've been really opening up and trying to explore this, I don't want to say irrational, but maybe more creative, more out there side to not only your own life, but to the universe in general. And I feel like that's exactly what this card is saying. You know, keep doing that. If you paint, if you make music, whatever it is that you can create, if it's a meal, with something at work, whatever it is, like keep doing that. Watch documentaries on the things that you're interested in, you know, get readings here in the chat. I feel like you do have a long-term problem going on right now that like you really, again, you're like the third or fourth person, but it's coming up where you're like very comfortable in it. Like, it's really not for you, but you know, it's easier to just deal with it. The universe is saying it's time for all of us to stop that. Okay. Stop being afraid of moving on. It could be a relationship. It could be a job, whatever it is, you know. And it's time to start imagining a way out and imagining and manifesting what your life can be like once you get rid of this dead weight. All right. You seen what's on my mantle. I'm fancy. I am so hungry. Dragon falling asleep, nightmares poking with a sword.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I've been wearing it, so I'll let you know after a couple of days. I know, Moldavite. Okay, Pam Smith, I'm going to use the Quantum Oracle. And then Aaron Billings. So don't go anywhere, Aaron. More spiritual, magical side of life. 2 years ago, I've never seen myself being here. And that's exactly the point. That is the shift in the collective consciousness that we're all kind of dealing with and going through right now. All of us are changing. Even those of us who have always believed, right? We're moving forward. I've learned things about the universe and my life that are just wondrous, you know, that I never thought could possibly be true. Like things that I'm even entertaining in my mind. I never thought a million years ago that I would do that. All right. Pancakes. The vast universe reversed. All right. Spirit suit. 155. There we go. You got it in the reverse. When this card comes to you reversed, you find yourself feeling isolated and unable to resolve things on your own. You're looking for connections and solutions, but things may feel pretty grim. It's important to know, however, that you are never disconnected from divine consciousness or from anyone or anything in your own universe. It's all about your energy, so be sure to release any fear that puts up walls or shuts down important spiritual and personal alliances. But do not blame yourself for past vibrations. That only separates you further. What is called for here is a conscious intention to connect and to redefine yourself according to your divine legacy. That's where your true power, value, and worthiness come from. Your history and your future span the length of time. Open up to this truth and leave the old limitations behind. Shift to a deeper spiritual view of life. The solutions you seek will be illuminated by the divine light that flows to your willing heart. Affirmation for this week: the light of God fills me. Divine consciousness guides me. Abundant blessings of the universe flow into my life. Pam, it's time for you to pull out of this like isolation, this stagnant energy of I don't want to say like woe is me, because I feel like you have every reason to feel like woe is you, because you've been through so much and you've had so much happen. But it is time to kind of let go of a possible victim mentality. Eric, what's up? Hey. A possible victimhood mentality. And maybe it's totally justified, but at this point in your life, it really is time for you to just say, you know what, it happened. There's nothing I can do about it, and move on. And I also feel like people that you've disconnected with, or that disconnected from you, it may be a good time now for you to reach out. Of course, not to people who bullied you or who are horrible to you, but to people who you might like to speak to again or make an amends with. This week is going to be a time for amends, for reconnecting with people mainly. I feel like I want to go downstairs and get some watermelon because I'm starving. That might happen in the next 20 minutes.
Okay, do you want to do Hope next or Aaron next?
Can I do Aaron real quick, and then we'll do
Go ahead. And then you
because
can
it's
do
Aaron's first one, that's why.
Yeah.
Aaron, I'm actually going to use the Mystical Journey Oracle on you. Yeah, I have learned that actual reality has more to it than standard perceived reality. Look further to your right and left, as well as your up and down. And yeah, you didn't ever see New England Dirt Roadie, that clip of Eminem where he's like, I was eating orange porridge with George in the forest or something, like purple. I bet Eminem could think of it. I turned purple trying to be purposeful in a nursing home full of old people. I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, Aaron. In 1 hour, I will premiere my Paranormal Highway cartoon. Yes, everyone go see that. That's when we're ending. And Eric, I don't know if you saw, but guess who's officially a best-selling author? Yeah, baby. Just saying. Everyone, at 11:15-ish, we're going to end. So at around 11, let's try to wrap it up so that we can go and watch Paranormal Highway. I used to write raps a lot, like when I would be like in rehab or when I would be in detox. There was nothing else to do. So, all right. Bat Mom, that's amazing. Okay. Sorry about that. Aaron. Cycles of Life, card number 4. That's really good. You're getting a lot of messages then. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do the cycles of life. Some months you will be happy and thriving with things going beautifully for you and you are on an upward swing. At other times, your life will seem to be stuck and slow and nothing appears to be going right. Acceptance of the waxing and waning of your life journey is a big part of the lesson in this card. Your guides and angels know what's best for you, and even though you have free will, there may be blocks placed in your path if something is not meant for you. Accept this descending cycle as a part of your journey and a conserving of energy. This is a time of rest and reflection, a time of quiet contemplation and stillness as you prepare for another upward cycle. Let go and accept the passage of time. Endings allow fresh beginnings, even though they may seem painful at first. The mermaid in this image symbolizes that the tide will turn, that the tide will always come back in and bring with it renewed vigor and excitement. The white peacocks represent the resurrection of spirit after a trial and can often herald good fortune after a period of lack. Okay, so going through a tough time or having gone through many tough times, feeling kind of that life hates you every once in a while, Aaron. And I think that we all go through that. So either you're going through that now or you're about to start going through that period of like, you know, I wish I hadn't done that. And like, why can't this just go right? The universe is saying, what's up, dog face boy? The universe is saying that it's like the reason that these things don't work out the way you want them to is because they're not meant to. Because they would take you off your path, the path that you wrote and chose while you were still in spirit, okay? So the fact of the matter is the universe is just giving you reassurance like, hey, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. The universe is giving you reassurance. Like, it's okay to feel the pain. It's okay to be disappointed and it's okay to mourn, but it is not okay to give up because these blocks are placed there for a reason and they're placed there for your victory, okay? So keep on keeping on. The universe is so weird. Hope. Hope, I am going to use energy and spirit for you as well. Mike Roberts, sincerely, thank you so much for all you do. That happened the other day too, Mike, with the Nietzsche quote. I'm going to have to pee again from all that water, guys. Sorry. Maybe I can call Ray and see if he could bring me up the watermelon. They're probably sleeping downstairs, though. All right. Angels of the 7 chakras, power, truth, and connection. And basically, I'm just going to tell you right now, this card is telling you that you need to get in alignment. You need to align your chakras, but there's also something in your life that is very, very, very off balance. Card number 35. And Hope you're listening. This is a major card. This card is a reminder of the powerful presence of the archangels in your life. Consider the issues you're dealing with and call on the appropriate angel for assistance. When the card is upright, it speaks of the angels of the upper 4 chakras. But like I said, don't just do 4. Don't just do 1. You may as well do all of them. Uriel, 7th or crown chakra, brings greater connection with spirit. If you're working on mediumship or developing your intuition, turn to Uriel. Metatron, 6th or 3rd eye chakra, record keeper and ruler of clear thinking. He will enlighten your mind and help you with cognitive pursuits. Gabriel, 5th or throat chakra, rules communication of all sorts. I call on him constantly when I'm writing. Call on him for guidance in careers in media and writing. He can also assist you in changing your self-talk. And lastly, Raphael, 4th or heart chakra, called the miracle worker. He brings health to both emotional and physical issues. If you're recovering from some romantic wound, call upon his powerful energy. So, considering the issues you're dealing with, how can you call for help? If you feel silly calling on archangels, why don't you just try it once, like when you're alone? Like if you're going through a romantic situation, call on Raphael, right? And just be like, Archangel Raphael, I call on you to help heal my heart, to open my heart to love and to close it from the pain that I'm experiencing, right? I want you this week, or actually the universe wants you this week to definitely do some guided chakra meditations, okay? Work on each of the upper 4 individually and then work on aligning all of them together. That doesn't mean you have to work on all 7 individually. Work on the upper 4. Thank the angels and then align them. You can do this in a total of a half hour to 45 minutes, but you need to do 15 minutes. I guess you wouldn't. 15 times 4 is what, an hour? No, 15 times 4 is an hour. And then to do the entire thing would be another 15 minutes. So you would need an hour and 15 minutes all together at once at some point this week to do this. And when you do, the archangels are going to smile down upon you, help you realign not just your chakras, but a certain situation in your life that is causing you absolute pain, turmoil, hell, whatever it is. Hope Wolf says, oh my God, you blow me away. I have recently started to turn my focus that way. It's not me. I am just the oracle, the seer, the messenger.
Okay. We're going to do Nightmare because he was actually, I usually save him for last, but I'm going to go ahead and sneak him in since he said yes.
Okay.
And then we're going to do JTO and then Sandra.
All right. New England Dirt Roadie, I would actually, there's probably another one, but the one I would go to, Wrenches, the one I would go to would be Michael, because he's the head, he's the strongest. All right. Nightmare. I'm going to use the Victoria Francis Gothic Oracle for you. This is absolutely dumb.
They do that every so often. They pick a person and just go to town. It's not just you. I'm sure it's going on other channels.
Yeah,
too.
I don't think this is a personal attack this time.
No, it's just them being.
At least it's cheap. Good night, Pam. Bad mom.
Hi, Pam.
I try not to say anything about it because that's what they want. But normally it's an actual human being that dislikes it for some reason. These are bots.
The bots. Yeah.
All right, Nightmare. Yeah, try it. I mean, I call on Gabriel to help me with writing, and he does. Nightmare, you got card number 31. Let's see what it is. The empty tomb of love, regret, change, and moving forward, which are the themes of tonight. There is a feeling of loss, whether this is physical or emotional. You must remember that whatever major change happens in our lives, there's always hope. Sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel feels distant, but rest assured, you'll get there. Whatever age you are, there is a childlike innocence about you. It is okay to feel sad and lost, but it is important we do not stay in that mind frame for too long. Life is full of changes, and each day will bring a unique experience. If you feel the angels are not listening, you're wrong. They are there and waiting for you to ask for help. Of course, they will never take away your free will, but will always help to guide you through times of despair. Just remember, nothing stays the same forever. Things will improve soon. So, this is another card of being like, "What's up, Donnie? Like, why is this happening to me? Why can't things ever go right?" And if this isn't something you're experiencing, it could be like a subconscious type thing. Feeling like you're always on your own, feeling like you don't have much help, feeling like things just don't go right. Like that's just how your life is. The universe is saying it's time to pull out of that and start thinking more positively. Maybe do some some affirmations this week and try harder to manifest something better. I feel like there's a specific situation in your life that's like come to an end, or that's caused you a great deal of aggravation, pain, anger, a lot of emotion, right? Could have been with a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But Nightmare, I feel like what the universe is saying is like, it's just time to move on. It's time to accept the fact that your life can be so much better. The more effort you put into the affirmations, learn how to positively manifest positive self-talk, using humor, as a medicine, so to speak. And just going on with your life, like pimping ain't easy, right? Like, faking it until you make it in a certain situation if you can't get a handle on it, and actually calling on these angels to help you. You can call on Jesus to help align your chakras, and you can call on Jesus to help heal you, but there are angels that's their specific job. So calling on them might be a little bit different than calling on Jesus. Like, it's a whole different experience communing with the Lord than communing with his angels. So I think that's the difference there. Paranormal Highway, yes, thank you so much for stopping in, guys. At 11 p.m. Eastern, which is right about when we're ending, Paranormal Highway over on his channel is going to premiere his cartoon. Jesus is never too busy for us, but these angels are like learned in it. They're schooled in it. It's their job, right? So I would go to, I wouldn't go to the owner of the shop. I would go to the head mechanic to get my car fixed.
JTO or J2.
J2. Magic of you. I'm so hungry, Crowley. You're getting on my nerves. I'm kidding. You're very sensitive sometimes. I'm only joking. But sounds delicious. All right, J2, let's do this. No, he's not too busy for us. It's just, like I said, their jobs. You wouldn't go to the landlord of the building. You'd go to the shop owner. If you wanted to get your hair cut, you're not going to go to the landlord of the strip mall. You're going to go to the actual place that cuts hair, I guess. Bad analogy, but you got card number 25, J2, Phenomenon. Be still and listen to the spirits. I love you too, Crowley. It is time to invite and commune with spirit guides and ancestors and consider their advice and guidance. The girl of Phenomenon has sacrificed one eye for inner sight as she bridges the worlds of life and death. She is surrounded by white lilies, the sacred flower of death. This indicates that your willingness and ability to be still and listen will reveal the beauty of your situation. The girl of Phenomenon's crown chakra. Oh, Nightmare, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. The girl of Phenomenon's crown chakra and third eye are fused in a web of curly branches that inspire peaceful contemplation. Do not fear the underworld. Instead, willingly descend into the darkness with grateful awareness that others who came before you have learned the lessons and answers you are seeking and are willing to share their insight and wisdom. I feel like, just being in here, getting a reading, there may be something that you're looking for. Oh my God, something that you're seeking, something having to do with the universe or spirits or, I'm just trying to put up Nightmare's donation. The universe or spirit. There's something that maybe you're looking for in life that this is where you can find it. On the flip side of this, though, more so, I'm getting that spirit is trying to communicate with you. I don't know if you've recently lost a loved one or if this is ancestral or just a random, loved one that you've lost throughout your life. I see multiples, 2 or 3, that are really trying to get your attention right now. Just to get your attention. It's like there's no real message except notice us, we're here. So you're being called probably to your soul path, which has something, believe it or not, to do with messages from spirit. You might be an oracle, you might be a clairvoyant, you might be an intuitive, or you might just be someone who communes with spirit to learn mysteries of the universe. Either way, you need to accept the spirits around you and open yourself up to seeing them. You can do that by opening your third eye chakra, aligning your chakras, and just being open to seeing it.
Sandra.
Oh, Dog Face Boy, thank you so much. Because why not? Good to see you again, Gemma, and Ghost Dragons is a stud. Sure is. Miss Sandra, let's use wisdom of the House of Night. Guys, you guys are so generous. Thank you so much. Did I tell you what happened last month when I was at my doctor and I had $40 or I think it was $40 on PayPal? And I was so mad because my card kept declining and I knew I had this money in there. So I finally get mad and I called PayPal and I'm like, look, I know I have this money. And they're laughing. I'm like, what? They're like, you have euros. And I'm like, I never in my life thought that would be a problem. Euros are my issue. So I do appreciate you guys so much. And it was just, that made me think of it. It was so funny. All right, Sandra, let's do this. Yeah, Mike, I love that you're listening, but please be careful. Use Siri or something. Do you have an iPhone? I text you every day.
I think he's voicing it, yeah.
All right, Sandra, let's do this, babe. Mama's losing her voice over here. High Priestess of Spirits. Spirit, and all the cards. It's card number 7. Guys, we have to open ourselves up to spirit. We have to be consciously aware of them and receive their messages. Be open to it. Not just someone who's a physical medium. Okay, not just clairvoyants and psychics and observers and listeners and messengers and all of the other jobs. We need to start opening ourselves up. Aaron, you are so welcome. You are all so very welcome. All right, let's do this. Sandra, I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be only seen in the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to the what soon enough, but I keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. So you're going to be very soon, possibly this week, but definitely by the end of the month, brought into a situation where it's extremely confusing. I feel like someone may be keeping a secret from you or lying. Again, I'm getting water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could also be Aquarius, Libra, okay? Somebody is keeping something from you, Gemini. And I feel like right now you don't know it, or you might be aware that it might be happening, but I feel like in the next couple of weeks, you're going to know definitely that this person is lying to you or this situation is not what it seems, but you're not going to figure out the why for a really long time. And you're going to have to learn to figure out if you're going to just learn to live with the situation not being as it seems or the person lying, or if you're going to confront with love the person or situation, however you want to put it, and get the actual answers. What the universe is saying, what Nyx is saying in this deck is that you may not want to know what it is right now, right? You may not be ready for the answer you're going to receive, because it's going to be huge. Whatever it is, even if you find out, don't let it make you stuck and stagnant. Don't let it take you outside of yourself. Reach out for help from the angels, the spirits, Jesus, God, if that's what you believe in. Look to friends, really find a support system before you come in and try to figure out exactly what's going on. I'm not saying someone is cheating on you, but I'm using this as an example. Say your partner's cheating, but you have no proof. Do you confront them and risk the possibility of them saying, yeah, this is what I'm doing, and then not knowing where to go next from there? Or do you continue to live with the fact that and can't prove it, and just let them think they're getting away with something until you're finally ready? That's an answer you're going to have to come to, conclusion you're going to have to draw yourself. It really depends. I really need to use the restroom again. Sorry, I'll be right back.
You're fine. Actually, Mike, Eric wears a tie too from Paranormal Highway. He wears a tie too. There's a couple of them out there. I just thought it'd be nice. Welcome back, sweet. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up. Now, see, I did it. It turned around and disappeared. Yeah, watch and make sure you check it before you leave at the end of the night. That thumbs up, because sometimes they disappear, so you may have to hit it again. I've had it happen a couple times, and it just happened because I hit it at the beginning because Anna reminded me to hit it, and then when I hit it, it turned around and didn't show. Now I got to hit it again. Oh, thanks, Mike. No, I don't dress up too often. These are all manager clothes when I was a restaurant manager many moons ago. I thought I'd put them back to use again. Be polite to Gemma. She's always real nice to me and good to me, so I figured I'd at least look respectable on one of the nights that I stream with her. Yeah, I have to check it again before I leave because it does. They disappear. You have to go back and hit them again. I've noticed that with some of the comments too. When you leave comments, you got to go back and make sure that if you hit somebody's, if you like somebody's comment, check it because sometimes they disappear too. Yeah, well, you haven't worn a suit for that long, really? I find that hard to believe, Blue Crossroads. But then again, I mean, maybe not. Think of it, ZZ Top. Well-dressed man, you bet. I used to love that song. My ex-wife liked that song because every time she heard it, she thought when she first met me, I was in a tie and a suit. And then she ended up moving above where I used to work. I used to be a groundskeeper, and her and her friend's apartment was above mine. We used to bang on their ceiling every morning just to be mean. Thank you. Man, she must have really had to go. She's getting that watermelon. Yeah, I figured you probably wore a suit, uniform most of the time, Blue. I'm lucky. When I first started Bonanza Restaurants many moons ago, we had these polyester uniforms. Man, they were nasty. I was so glad they got away from that. And then when I became a screen printer, there's no more uniforms. Thank goodness.
So if you guys have me on Facebook, you'll see that I'm really annoyed because my phone keeps changing names and things I'm saying. So I just get a new customer named Luke, and I go to message him back oh, hey, Luke, yes, I got your information. I got your payment. I'm going to send out your stuff. And my phone turns it into Mike, and he's like, yeah, but my name's Luke. I feel like I totally offended him and didn't even mean to, because my phone decided that first his name was then it was Mike instead of Luke. Now I feel bad. Luna Blue, what's up? Smoochy, Smoochy, hi, Sweetly Morbid Bear, yeah. Luna Blue, what is your question? And who's next?
Okay, next is Batmom. Then New England.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not a boomer.
I am no.
I'm one of
Not
the.
really till it's
There's
60.
like 2 years that's not a boomer or a millennial, and I'm in that 2 years. Yeah, I feel bad. Like I totally, like bombed on his name, but I didn't. I might have typed in like instead of Luke. It changes everything to Ray. Eat, it turns into Ray. Rat turns into Ray. Ear turns into Ray. Okay.
Usually it's just my fingers that do all the screwing up.
Luna Blue, so everybody that comes in here gets put on a list. Since you're new, you won't have to wait like a really long time, but just hold that thought and I will pull a card for you. But I will tell you, normally my readings are 7 to 12 cards. So to pull a 1-card reading, I can definitely get you some kind of answer, but probably not like a full comprehensive answer. But I can get you something if you just hang tight for a little bit. Gen Xer. I think I am actually. I was born in 83, so oh, that's what it is. I'm not a Generation X, but I'm also not a millennial. It's called like an exennial. It's like from 1982, 83, and 84. All right, I'm sorry. Who was next?
Batmom.
Batmom. Yeah, it's a new client though, and I'm like, okay, this person is going to. Donnie, yeah, as soon as you come in, you're on the list, whether you ask to be or not. And that way, if we call your name, yeah.
You can just say no.
You can just say pass or I don't want one. Generation X is my generation. Talking about my generation. All right, Batmom, let's do this because I want to end at 11 tonight, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Got to end by 11:15 though. Yes, personal readings and manifestation intention sprays from moi, plus or autographed copies of both my books or either or of my books. Okay, my husband's a boomer as well. All right, Batmom, you got old ghosts in the upright position. Everyone's past holds someone who left a deep mark, either for good or bad, but who slipped away or vanished. Looking over our shoulder, we still glimpse them in our memories. Is Kara Morgan looking back with longing or resentment? A witch knows that it's not good to carry around either sentiment for too long. To finally be free of them, our choice is to either draw a mental line under the person and move on, or seek some kind of reconciliation and conclusion. Okay, so there's something or someone from your past that's haunting you. Or that's about to be, right? Because it's not happening now, it's definitely going to come up. And I'm wondering, hold on. So whatever this is that you're like stuck on, again, whether it's a person or something you did or something that was done to you, the universe is kind of telling you to move on, right? It's telling you to either confront whatever this is. If it's something you did, think it through and forgive yourself. If it's something that was done to you, seek amends, forgiveness, reconciliation, whatever it may be, if it's not going to be to your detriment. If it is, just find a way, starting this week of like moving on from this so it stops affecting you like that. Okay. I feel like there is something that like you're carrying guilt for or anger about, obviously some kind of very deep emotion that whether you notice it or not is actively affecting you in your everyday life, in the decisions you make every day. And the universe is calling your attention to it right now this week, and to do something about it, you are going to feel so much lighter getting that energy off of you and from surrounding you anymore.
Okay, New England.
New England. Let's do Sacred Forest.
Are they here?
He's here.
Okay.
I think he's here. New England Dirt Road, you're here, right?
I caught him a couple times. I never saw him pop up.
Don't know how. That's when you should be calling on angels or spirits, or if Jesus. you know, I work with a lot of clients with that. I wouldn't say a lot, but like a few clients with that, with like being able to move on and how we can, you know, reach our guides, reach our higher selves, and just find out what we need to do. I see. He's like, yep. All right, New England Dirt Roadie. Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. Card number 10. You feel a tap on your shoulder, and in a flash of yellow, you see a daffodil fairy fly by you. In a high, sweet voice, she says, "The best is yet to be. It's time for a new beginning." With glee, you race after her into the forest. Life goes in cycles. Just as spring follows winter, a new cycle is beginning in your life. In the phases of the earth, the plants die in the fall so that there can be new birth in the spring. It's the universal dance of death and rebirth. There's a time to end and begin, and this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. We associate the daffodil with spring, as it is one of the first flowers to emerge after the snow. Its shape echoes the feeling of trumpeting into the new season. Its color suggests vitality, radiance, and sunshine. The appearance of this card brings a message to wipe the slate clean. It's time to release the old and start again. It can be difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they no longer empower you. However, your higher self encourages you to not cling to the old, but set sail into new waters. If you find yourself afraid to let go, Daffodil Fairy urges you to face your fear and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. The Creator is at your side, and wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. Wholeness occurs when you can say yes to both endings and beginnings. The spirit of the Daffodil Fairy says it's time to start a new project or a new cycle. Life force and vitality are emerging. Release that which doesn't serve and support you. Make way for a new start. Success is at hand. So this is a little bit like what I was just saying to Bat Mom. You're either just starting to move on from something, or the universe is trying to push you in the direction of moving on. I feel like you started something new or are about to, whether it be a new job, a new relationship, or you're finally letting go of an old relationship. And it doesn't have to be romantic. There's a part of yourself that you've outgrown, along with people around you, situations, people, places, and things, right? But there's also a part of New England Dirt Roadie that you've outgrown. And I think you're starting to see that. There's like things that you used to love that no longer give you joy, right? And the object is to replace those things. Don't just let them go and have nothing to replace them, because if you do that, then you're going to lose that joy. And everyone needs that. Things like you guys are talking about, playing video games, going off-roading or bungee jumping, whatever it is, writing, reading, bathing, I don't know, like whatever it is that you really enjoy, it's time to, continue to do it. Do it more often this week if you can find time. If there's something you really love to do and it's practical for you to get out there and do it, something you don't do often, like my going to the beach, something like that. The universe is saying you're finally finding yourself, or you finally found yourself. And I think for a while you felt like you left a piece of yourself behind with someone or in some situation, but you're finally realizing now that that's not the case at all. You are whole. You are capable. All right. Keep moving forward. You are on the path of your destiny. What video, Crowley, are you posting? Just like, what is it? Who's next?
I think it's your.
I missed it.
I think it's your sprays.
Only because I have it in the comments and I won't post it if you did. That's why I was asking.
Okay, Angie. Okay.
Forgot I even did that. I have to do another video like that and like just shorten it up. All right, Ange, because I want to get through my voice. I'm losing my voice. No, I didn't think it was anything bad. It's just I was just about to post it and I don't even really know how to do it. So if you're going to post it, all the better. You're welcome, New England Dirt Roadie. I hope it resonated with you. I know I'm kind of on a roll with you, but that one was a little bit hard because I was getting you without a piece. And when I see that, that's usually a bad thing. But somehow I was getting so much positivity around that. So it was a little difficult. Again, with the one card, it's hard. Had to pull my battery out. And all right, let's do this. Victoria Francis, Gothic Oracle. No context. No, I knew it wasn't going to be anything bad. I just, I didn't want to double post. That's like annoying. I know, but then I'm going to have to go pee again. I'm hungry, okay? No, nightmare, I know. That's what I thought it was. Again, though, I didn't want to post it right after him. You gotta love Crawley. The Ashen Queen. Reflection, overthinking, and peace. There are times in life when we just need to stop and reflect on where we are on our path. There is no sorrow here, just a need to have a goal, something to plan for and look forward to. Meditation and visualization may be needed to calm the mind and give you some guidance. Whatever you need to do to relax, find the time to do it. When days are overloaded with the demands of modern life, it can be stressful, and sometimes we need permission to be kind to ourselves. Make plans to do the things which make you happy. Reconnect with nature, walk, dance, laugh, whatever it is. Time to be just you is much needed now. So this is kind of an obvious one. It's time to get back to basics with yourself. Okay. Do the things that you love, kind of like I just said to New Englander at Rhodey, only on a much grander, a much smaller, scale. If you love, binging Netflix, do it. If you, well, whatever it is, everyone's so different, but it's really time to take you time right now. Okay. It's time. It's time for you to start putting yourself first. I feel like, again, you're that cup of water, and now it's running on dry, it's running empty, and the universe is trying to nudge you in the right direction. This week, it's not a week, again, for making important decisions or, moving on or moving back. It's just a time to just be you, to just pull yourself out of a slump or a funk, or to just kind of take a break as best you can. We all have responsibilities that we cannot get away from. I said cut, Crowley. I'd cut a bit. But stab is cool too. We all have responsibilities we absolutely cannot get away from, but the ones that you can, the universe wants you to just put to the side. Okay, you need this week for yourself, and yes, and this week specifically, really focus on you. Okay, if you absolutely must do other things, do them. I don't care if you leave, your floor is not vacuumed for a week, which to me is a horrifying thought, but do it. Okay, all work and no play make Aunt a dull girl. I can barely talk. Who's next?
Trinity.
Trinity? There's someone named Trinity in here? You guys are welcome.
Yeah, Crowley's daughter.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm going to use the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Self-care and rest. Exactly. Lotus Girl, you know what that's like, right? Donnie Cho, getting stabbed by Gemma seems a bit extreme. An angry diatribe would be enough for me. 5 years ago, I wouldn't put it past me to get a little crazy, but now it's probably would be that angry diatribe. All right, Miss Trinity. Your eternal spirits, higher self, and sacred intuition in the upright. It's card number 43. People often define themselves according to the restrictions of their human bodies and mental and emotional patterns. They rarely focus on the unlimited power and value of their spirit. But if this is your approach, it only limits your happiness and your experience of value in the world. This card heralds a time of great spiritual value. You are at the point where you can finally awaken to the full and ever-present power of your eternal spirit. And you're so welcome. Thank you. This very real side of you preceded your present self, going all the way back to divine consciousness, the source of your true identity. So basically, like your higher self. Meditate on the sacred intuition of your inner voice and the radiant wisdom it brings. Let go of limitation and commune with your perfect sacred identity. The more you turn to the eternal spirit within, the more truth, beauty, and blessings will adorn your life. Affirmation: my eternal spirit guides me in everything I do. I am blessed with the unlimited value, power, and deserving of my soul. If you pray, I want you to pray this week. Otherwise, look to spirit. I want you to call on the angels, okay? I want you to call out to spirit. I don't care if you call your star ancestors and call out on the ETs. You desperately need, your spirit, I should say, desperately needs connection with other spirit. I don't know if you've lost sight of the fact that you are a spiritual being, or if it never really occurred to you because of everything going on. Bringing spirituality, it doesn't have to be religion. As you know, a Christian who's like deeply religious, I would always say, of course, religion will help. But if that's not your thing, bringing spirituality into any situation, especially one where you're really going through it, is going to help. So you don't have to pray if you don't want to, but definitely meditate. Call on the angels. If it feels silly, so what? Do it when no one else is listening. Get some crystals, practice crystal magic. Do something to connect yourself to the earth. Go out and ground. You need, your spirit, needs desperately this connection with other spirit. And then you can subconsciously commune and make better decisions, feel better emotionally. I also want you to do a spring cleaning of the soul. I want you to get Palo Santo incense, if you know that's the easiest way to do it. Bring it around yourself, around your sacred space. All right. I want you to meditate. If you can get into yoga, that would be even better. But burn those incense. Okay. Set those intentions in the mirror every morning. Those affirmations. Claim positivity. All right. Wrenches. You are lacking that spiritual connection that everyone at some point in their life has to find, right? We're all finding it here now, and now you're being pulled right into the group to find it as well, Trinity. You're going to be okay, because even if you don't go out of your way to make that connection, spirit is now focused on you. So maybe you might start seeing images of deceased loved ones. You may start seeing, angels, or just visions, psychic visions. They're reaching out. Okay. It's time you accept it. I need a candy, guys. My throat. All right. Who's next?
Blue Crossroads and Shauna.
All right. I'll do Shauna.
Even though she's sleeping.
I'm still going to do hers.
I know you do.
They're all melted to the, I don't know why they're like that, but they are.
I don't know why they did that. That's weird. That's weird.
All right, Miss Shauna, angels and ancestors. Aw. She's going to get some visions, and I hope that they're not scary. Be open to whatever you see, and know that it's spirit trying to get your attention. It's not anything that's going to hurt you.
Ralph.
Oh, hey, Ralph. Seer. See beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation and raise your vibration and focus on love. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in their family or tribe. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now, on what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change. Therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your own spiritual eyes. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Everything that you're going through right now is going to end in a positive way. Something happened universally where it's like your soul shifted paths halfway through. I've only seen this like once before. So now there's all these things that are stopping your progress. Health problems, like stopping your happiness, stopping your progress, because now the universe has to rearrange so much for you. Keep your eye on the end game and don't focus on the here and now. Obviously, you have to focus a little bit on the here and now. You can't just be like, well, this isn't happening. But manifest the best that you can for yourself and understand that this is something that's passing into something majorly better for you. You just have to stay positive as best you can and focus.
Okay.
Blue Crossroads, Ancestor Spirit. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Dargo, hey! Nice to see you. I'm trying to get through these guys because I have to end by 11:15. Okay, you got spirit guides, Blue Crossroads, insight, guidance, and purpose.
Look
The
who's here.
ancestors. Miss Be Kind, hello. That was also obnoxious. I've been doing that all night. I'm so happy to see you. Blue Crossroads, the ancestors speak. Your spirit guides are calling you. They want to give you clear messages to help you on your true path. You may not be able to go on a traditional vision quest, but you can embark on a spiritual journey. Learn more about who your guides are and explore ways of communicating with them. Make attempts to hear, feel, see, and sense your spirit guides. If you are unsure of how to communicate with your spirit guides, meditate and ask for a sign about who your guides are, or ask for help from a spiritual friend or mentor. Divinatory meeting, it is the right time to connect with your spirit guides. You are ready now. Do not be afraid because your spirit guides are already guiding and protecting you. Pay attention to any object you feel drawn to, such as a crystal, rock, or feather, which you can keep as a spiritual talisman. If you find a special item, keep it safe and use it in your spiritual practice. Sorry. This candy. Okay. This is kind of an obvious one, right? You're in touch with your spirit animal. And I feel like you have a lot of ancestral wisdom that comes through you. But now it's time to focus on the guides, okay? Whether you do this through meditation, your acceptance, willingness to accept, and kind of being forced to accept things that most of us don't even know about, right? Or can't comprehend. But I'm seeing not an inability, like you think, like maybe you think it's silly. There's like something stopping you from actually sitting and meditating on getting guidance from your actual guides. So look at it as ancestor energy flowing through you and just ask for more. Nut slap, I'll message you about that because I got to end at, and I know it's a half hour, but it goes so quick. Sweetly Morbid Bear, absolutely. Beautiful deck.
405.
All right, 405. Bob Perkins, hi. 405, I'm going to use Wisdom of the House tonight on you as well. MJ. That happens a lot to me. All right.
Nina, I'm going to pat your back.
Success. Card number 39. See, it says congratulations. You must celebrate now as I do, for you have achieved success. Accomplishments are yours now, and you're in a position to reap the rewards of your hard work. The symbol of success reminds you that hard work pays off. Being true to yourself and refusing to compromise will yield good things. Choosing this symbol is a wondrous sign that all is well in your life. The symbol requires you to keep working hard, lest you lose the knowledge you have gained. Now is not the time for slacking off. Keep going and celebrate even the smallest victory. Be proud of yourself as I am proud of you. Remember, everything you choose will now come to be realized. Choose widely. So a major achievement or accomplishment, a life goal, or a promotion at work, or, I don't know, something big is either just came in, or is coming in the next few weeks, possibly a month or two, something you've been working really hard towards, something you've been wanting for a while. And the universe is saying, don't stop now, like keep going. Even once you achieve this success, keep, going for more. Don't ever stop, right? Wrenches. Don't ever stop. Just I keep hearing like, don't give up, don't give up. But if you're achieving all this great things, why would you want to give up, right? So that might make sense to you. The universe is saying, like, if other people don't understand what you're doing, it doesn't matter. You are doing your thing. You are being blessed. You're going to be being offered abundance, great abundance in the next couple of weeks, and a success that maybe you don't even see coming, right? Who's next?
Okay, Polly didn't answer, so Dog Face Boy.
Dog face boy. How many use myths and mermaids?
I've reported them all.
Yes, thank you.
I'll file a
That's
complaint.
very annoying tonight.
I will file a complaint too.
I know you guys are doing it because every time I go to do it, it says an error occurred, and that means someone else already did it. Sexy shows. Okay. You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, Dog Face Boy, let's do this. Thank you guys so much for the reporting and for being on point with that, because it really does get distracting. All right. The Shipwrecked Siren, or Shipwrecked Siren. It's card number 40. Add more flexibility to your life and you will add resilience. Even the strongest oak can break branches in the wind, and likewise you too can snap under great pressure. Be like the bamboo or the willow, bend with the changing winds and you will never crack. So you got it in the reversed position. And what this card is saying is, whether it's a belief system or just like something that you don't want to do in life, that like whatever, at home your wife wants you to mow the lawn and you just refuse because that's not your job, that's your son's job, things like that. Pick your battles this week. There may be things that are going to come in that are really going to piss you off or that you don't agree with, but the universe is saying, is it really worth the fight? Like only bring that negativity, that argument or whatever, for argument's sake, into things that really mean something to you. I feel like the universe is trying to show you a way to be able to just let go. Like, you don't have to win every argument. You don't have to always be right. And I'm not saying that's something you want, that like you always want to be right. You have this massive ego. What I'm saying is, I think this week you're going to be like challenged a lot more than usual. And the universe is asking you to take a step back in each situation and see what you can give up, or what you can give in on and kind of bend with, and what you're going to really stick to your guns for. And that's kind of a really good message, pick your battles. Donnie Cho. I'm going to use the Moonology manifestation that I didn't even know I had out, or I would have used it multiple times tonight already. Blue Crossroads, you're so welcome. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I've had a pretty positive, like with themes and stuff, as far as in the readings, but I definitely get where you're coming from personally, for sure. I felt really betrayed. I felt lied to. I felt let down. I felt kind of backstabbed a lot this month, where like normally those things don't really affect me. All right. I'm sorry, who is this? Donnie Cho. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. Kind of like the same thing I just said, but let's see. All right, Donnie. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts, think it through, look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked and or lacking. Express whatever is on your mind. Expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. Your manifestation affirmation for this week: knowledge is powerful and I am powerful. So learning how to trust your intuition a little bit more and knowing that the outcome of whatever it is you're working on is going to be positive. And the reason for that is if it doesn't seem like it's going to work out in your favor, Donnie, you are going to be able this week, and I think this month especially, to talk it into your way, like to speak it into existence. You're very convincing. You're very charismatic. I don't know if this is usually how you are, but this is how you're going to be this week and going forward in this month. So you could basically turn the tide of anything that you need to win, I guess, this month, or that you need to accomplish is a better word. But don't let your ego get in the way where you start to focus on, just getting your way and not like the reasoning behind it. All right. Positive positive affirmations, positive manifestations, and really focusing on the end game, the end goal, and not really the getting there so much. You're going to do amazing this week, this month coming in. I even see like a little bit further into the summer because you're just like kind of on fire with your words and with being your powers of persuasion. Make sure you don't use them for bad. You don't use them for manipulation.
Okay, I was trying to wait to see if two people showed, Smoochie or Luna Blue. If not, we'll go with Dargo. And then you're just about done.
I could read for
In
Mr.
fact, you are done.
Dargo's my buddy. So Smoochie and Luna Blue, if you guys are here after this reading, if you don't answer by then, you're done. If you don't answer by the end of this reading, I am going to end because my voice is on fire, my throat, and I'm very tired and I'm hungry. Smoochie, I knew. I was like, she has having problems with her phone.
I know.
All right, Dargo. Prophets and Ancient Seers. And I've used this deck so many times. I've never pulled this card before. Card number 18, Decisions and Predictive Guidance. Do you guys notice a pattern here? Okay. Dargo, this is you. There's a pattern of reaching out to spirit, of trusting our intuition. Oh, Donnie, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We did it again. Oops, we did it again. All right. Don't do that when your voice is tired. So there's like this continuous theme all night of trusting in spirit, trusting in intuition, trusting in inner knowing and sacred guidance. Dargo, you got it up right. Decisions, predictive guidance. Although the prophets of ancient societies are also ascended masters and bring equally profound guidance, they carry with them a slightly different energy. Their messages are often predictive, revealing future potentials and offering advice on how to achieve the outcomes desired. The ancient seers are a powerful group that span the length of history. They include biblical prophets like Isaiah and Daniel, the Greek Pythia, the Oracle of Delphi, and other lesser-known soothsayers of Western Europe, from the Druid high priest and priestesses to the English prophetess Mother Shipton and the French astrologer Nostradamus. These brilliant prophets were all able to see future events and answer questions that were put to them. They are here to do the same for you. Invoke their presence in meditation or while falling asleep. This card upright reveals that they are near, ready to guide you in the right direction and bring your desired outcome to you. Your affirmation for this week: I open my heart to the wisdom and foresight of the ancients. I trust in my future and in myself. This is a pretty heavy card. I can see why I don't draw it that much and why I never have before. Okay. Dargo, this card is telling you you really need to open your mind. Not that you're not open-minded, that you're closed-minded, or that kind of thinker, but maybe some guided sleep meditations or guided sleep meditations or a sleep hypnosis to call on the power of the ancients. Maybe viewing the Akashic record while you sleep. There is something here that again is trying to be shown to you. in your life so that you don't make a mistake. The ancients, the prophets, Jesus, if you believe, your guides, your angels, spirit in general, ancestors, star ancestors, the ETs, all of these energies and entities are coming together to try to stop you from making a bad decision this week. Okay. And I don't think you're going to realize that it's a bad decision this week unless you open yourself up to this. So I would try the sleep hypnosis or the guided sleep meditation, because there's a decision that you're going to make this week. And whichever way this decision goes for you is going to dictate a very, very important chunk of your life. Dream recall. Okay. Try the guided meditations. I can't send them to you tonight because I have to clean up and it's like really late on the East Coast. I think you know that. But I can send you some tomorrow. Subliminal messages have also been working for me. All right, Miss Smoochie, I am going to use the De La Nuit, I cannot say it, Oracle, and then we're going to end this stream. Don't forget, guys, I do personal intuitive Oracle readings. I now do face-to-face intuitive Oracle readings for an hour at a time. I do manifestation affirmation sessions. I also have manifestation and intention sprays. Hit me up, a moonbearoracle@gmail.com for more information on all of that. My best-selling book, 101, or Encounters with Evil, 101 Terrifying True Stories. If you would like an autographed copy, please also email me, or if you have my number, text me, give me your information, and I'll get that out to you. Or Missing the Faith Theory. Sasquatch deck. Yes, it's a beautiful Sasquatch deck. Okay, Miss Smoochie, and then we've got to end quickly because I am dying here. I'm so hungry. Crowley, thank you so much. Thank you to my wrenches. Thank you, Ghost Dragons. All right, Miss Smoochie. You got Mulan, card number 19. Dargo, yes, absolutely. You're so welcome. Mulan, my story. The war was raging in the whole country, and my father was old and tired. I couldn't let him go to the front, so I disguised myself as a man and went to his place. I think it means in his place. I fought courageously, taking great care that no one would find out about my true identity. I was helped by a guardian dragon. Sounds familiar. The most important thing for me was to defend the honor of my name and family, whatever the perils. My message, your honor is engaged. Maybe you were not the one supposed to get involved in this war, but now your solidarity dictates you to take part in the fight. You're going to need a lot of strength and bravery, for the battle will be quite rough, and you will certainly have to go undercover, but in the end you will succeed. Are you okay?
Sorry. Yeah.
But in the end you will... I'm sorry, what?
I was trying not to sneeze.
Oh, don't do that. You can hurt yourself. But in the end, you will succeed. Your folks will be very proud of you, and you will discover resources within you that you didn't even know existed. Smoochie, you're going to be brought into somebody else's stuff this month, okay? This week, I think, is when it's kind of going to start. Kind of like the same thing that... What are you doing? Like, I can't concentrate when you're doing that.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was that loud.
It's late. It's late, okay? Listen, I can't even talk. Whatever I just said to Dargo, okay? It's like a choice that you make this week is going to affect you so long down the line. Only it's not going to be a choice about you. It's like, are you going to back this idea or that idea? Are you going to back this person or that person? Who are you going to stand by? What are you going to stand for? And those all sound like really important decisions, but unfortunately, the universe might feel like you're going to like rush to judgment here and like rush in and then have to go back and like pretend that you didn't do it. So the fact of the matter is, this week especially, really, really think about what you say and to who. Okay, don't just go around trusting any old person, and don't be so quick to agree with people, like just to get them to be quiet. A lot of the time that'll work. This week, that's not going to work. You are going to be held to every single word you say. You're going to be held accountable in the future, and it could cause you really great problems, or you could just, it could not affect you at all, depending which way you go. So really watch your words this week. I would work on my throat chakra. And of course, like I say, if you're doing one, you may as well do them all. So take 15 minutes for the throat chakra, and a 15-minute alignment should clear you right up there and help you to make smarter choices with what you say this week. Because I feel like there are a couple people who are going to be trying to manipulate your words. All right, guys. I love you, Ghost Dragons. Thank you so much. Again, the books, the sprays, the readings, the sessions, whatever you guys need from me, either email me, moonbearoracle@gmail.com, or text me. I am exhausted. I am starving. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for your generosity. Please don't forget my PayPal and my Cash App are always open. I get the money immediately. Don't send it, family and friends, if you don't have to. And otherwise, thank you for the super chats, the super stickers. We don't know what super thanks is, but we'll find that out hopefully next week. You guys are amazing, and I love you, and I'm going to go now. Me too, Smoochie. Definitely me too. Bye-bye.